following this Amber Heard case pretty closely. I don't know why I'm so intrigued by it, but
A bunch of reasons.
yeah, it's a bunch of reasons.
A whole bunch.
It made me think today, and I don't normally start with questions, but we here now. Would you rather be with Jada or Amber Heard? And let me give you more context. Jada being someone who doesn't really love you and doesn't respect you, or a woman who's so in love with you that she's crazy.
This is such a wild question.
I'm saying, which one, if you had to pick one, which one would you prefer?
Which one is which?
Jada is the one who doesn't really love her partner and clearly doesn't respect him, or a woman who is so madly in love with you that she does real crazy ass shit like shit on your bed.
I have no idea.
I mean, I know the answer, but this is a crazy question to just present.
That's what's on my mind. So
You're not gonna cock out on my bed.
Why you said it like that?
Niggas not finna cock out on my bed.
You said like a toddler.
Bro, niggas not finna do that. We're not having that.
Okay, well,
First of all, I'm choosing Jada because at least you don't lose a finger in that situation.
yeah, but imagine marrying a
What do you
woman
mean, yeah, but
who doesn't love you. Like, imagine spending the rest of your life with a
imagine
woman who
not
doesn't
being
love
loved
you
and also losing
or
a finger.
respect you.
Bro, niggas will never have Pirates of the Caribbean again. Not that I give a fuck. But I'm
Okay.
saying, like, white people, like, that's devastating. Like, they love that stupid, nasty-ass pirate. They loved him. And he'll never see it again. He's dead. Innocent, and we'll never get that nasty-ass, stupid-ass Disney movie again.
reducing Johnny Depp to the pirate is crazy.
It's sick.
Pirate.
What else that nigga was in?
He was in mad shit.
Like-
These are actually really versatile actors.
Yeah.
Word. What else he was in?
Edward Scissorhands.
Oh, shit. You niggas blew me away.
Alice in Wonderland, yeah.
Oh, word. What was that? Yeah.
I just named 2 movies, and he's also he was in the Fantastic Beasts movie. He's a mad versatile actor.
Yeah, he's
That nigga just keep playing.
but they're all like mad different roles.
Yeah, he just keep playing creatures. That's why she smacked the shit out of him. You see that?
That's not. We can't joke about that. I'm not.
Oh, yes, we can. Oh, damn.
domestic violence is not funny.
Oh, look. Look at y'all.
We'll start this. I don't.
Now I just asked a question.
That's a wild question. I'm the only one who answered, by the way.
That nigga keep turning into different monsters. Yeah, she gonna. All right, whatever. Every
Okay.
nigga's a pirate. The scissor hands.
Oh,
He's a
God.
beast. All right. And she shit on his bed. Now he's upset. Whatever.
All
All right. It's weird now.
Yeah. Whoa, which would you choose?
Oh, I'm picking a woman shitting on my bed. I tell you, bro. I'm not being with a woman who does not love me or respect me.
Wait, you just said you're picking the woman who's on your bed.
Yeah, for sure. Like 1,000%.
Yo, Walter never sees this. It's like amazing.
I'd rather a woman so
His
madly in
takes.
love with me than a woman that doesn't respect.
His
Get the fuck
takes
out
are
of my
so
face.
left field.
But why? Like there has to be some type of rational reason.
Oh, yeah.
I
why
think
you
it's like
would.
going against the grain.
No,
in
no,
life.
no. 1,000. Cause
I mean, for sure, yeah.
That's a
Duh.
shot to your ego and pride to have a woman who you're with who doesn't love you.
You think she loved him? You think Amber?
Yes. There's no way someone shits in your bed if they don't love you.
But why does your pride pride and ego supersede everything else in life?
Because I'm a man like everyone else. Most men make decisions
We chose
realistically.
the opposite in this. Who you choosing, Joe?
Me? Jada?
Oh, we
Okay.
chose
So you
the
hold
opposite.
on. So you don't think that compromises you being able to make logical, rational decisions when you can't check your pride and ego?
I mean, yes, and obviously I'm leaning into it for the podcast.
Oh no,
but,
I'm just saying. Like,
but yeah, 1,000%. That's but that happens all the time. Look at all the crazy shit that happens because of man's ego. What? Every other, God forbid, pull up, shoot like that shit is.
yeah, but the thing is, if you know that,
Yeah.
wouldn't you try to do something about it? I'd be like, yeah, fuck it. Like if you're
Yes.
self-aware enough to be like, yo, yeah, this is not good, and you just do it anyway, isn't that just like worse?
What's being toxic?
Oh yeah.
Yes,
fuck
and
big
again,
time.
I'm trolling for the podcast, but
I 100%
just-
believe you picking Amber.
yeah, still, but either way, either way,
I'm
it's
trolling, but
because
still.
I'm leaning. I'm leaning. Into
I
it.
just couldn't imagine being with a woman, like being stuck with a woman who just doesn't respect you, doesn't treat you like that. That shit must be just draining. Imagine coming home. To
I mean,
a
she
woman-
doesn't. She doesn't respect him either.
You know, Amber
Let's make
Heard
that
brought
clear.
James Franco like back to the crib, right?
Yeah, she was still fucking
Yes,
other
okay.
dudes and shitting on the bed.
Yes. I know it
Which is
was for
crazy.
the scenario, for the question.
Oh, even if we're going through a scenario,
Yeah.
shitting on my bed, you don't respect
He
me.
lost a finger.
Yes.
Well, he could just been careless. He's a pirate. That's neither here nor there. Pirate shit happened to. All right.
Wow. My man said he's doing method acting.
That's
All right.
fair, but is it true love if she don't pull a knife on you at least once?
Okay,
Well, that's dating a
But that-
Hispanic woman.
That's
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
but
yeah.
even in that case,
Yeah.
shitting on my bed, you do not, bro. If you
Okay,
diarrhea
okay.
on my bed, bro,
Take out shitting on the bed.
and
Take out
imagine
shitting on
and
the
then
bed.
imagine if she ate something crazy that day,
Take out shitting
and
on
it's not solid. Like, come on.
Take out shitting on the
She
bed.
didn't know what was gonna happen. She didn't know how it was gonna come out. She took the risk and said, "Whatever's gonna come out of my body, I'm putting it on this bed."
Imagine she threw the heat on too.
Stop. Oh, come on.
Yeah.
That's leaning into it.
Yeah, like you
That's
shit,
bad funny.
and that's not coming out.
Yes, you have
They're
to.
gonna just buy a new bed.
Yeah, you gotta buy a whole
Better
mattress.
burn
Like,
the whole
mattress
thing.
like
Mattress
$500, $600 a
You need
cheap
to burn
one.
the
So
whole
like
thing.
you got, and they probably got a good one. That's all right. Come on, come on.
That's
You
bad
gotta hit
funny.
a mattress firm for sure.
Yeah,
That's hilarious.
and
If they
it-
selling mattresses, I don't know what they're doing over there.
yeah, that's a drug front.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
that's
100%.
neither here nor there.
all right.
All right,
Why are you saying
intro,
it right? I
please.
mean, it's true. But
Listen, I'm just saying the nigga lost a finger. That's because he's a pirate. But the shit on the bed, I don't
Yes.
know. I don't know. But the nigga got transformed. He got to stop. He started to start doing movies about real shit. Maybe she wouldn't smack him if he was like the nigga in Taken. Because ain't nobody smacking Liam Neeson. I tell you that much.
Oh my god.
All right,
Yo.
what am I? So no one's gonna back me up here. I'm the only person on this
I'm trying
ledge.
to think of what movie
No,
he's
it's
done that's
it-
real.
no, it's troll on the, for the podcast. And when I'm telling y'all what's going on, it's leave y'all on the edge.
I'm just like my
I'm
blood,
trying to
man.
remember
If,
what
if,
movies
if
he's
the,
done.
okay, if the nigga did one Taken, I promise this wouldn't happen to him. The nigga's turning into fairies, dust, and pirates. What's gonna happen? She gonna smack the shit out of him.
I would too if I was getting paid the bag.
That too, I ain't gonna
That
lie.
nigga Liam Neeson's getting paid $100 million to play the same nigga over and over. He needs to take lessons.
Sure.
That nigga's turning into fairy dust, a pirate, and a fucking elephant. Yes, she gonna smack you.
What movie was that?
That's fair.
Word.
Did I miss that movie?
All right, play the intro. Come
Yeah, I
on.
don't know what movie that was.
We're out of here.
This nigga making.
All right, welcome to episode 151 of the Imaginary Players podcast. It's me, the one, Mr. Full Scotia, a.k.a. Big John from the East Side Boys. You're now listening to and have always been listening to the greatest show on earth. Thank you guys for liking, subscribing, listening, all the great shit you guys do. Let me get that out the way before we do the intros. IMG Players on Twitter, Imaginary Players NYC on Instagram. Please continue to like, subscribe. We apologize, like we had let you guys know last week for the no YouTube drop, but we are on YouTube. We are back. Our full episode is out at 12 Eastern Standard Time, Mondays for YouTube, and you guys listen to us at 9 a.m. right now, every Friday. To my immediate left is the Anointed King of Fonto, Walter Joel Osteen, Abla West Kardashian. Walter, talk to the people.
That's takes good practice for you to remember that every time. But we here, we outside. I feel like I say this every weekend, and I finally mean it this week. That is fucking warm outside, bro. I walked outside for the last 3 days, and it felt like
It is going to be 90 degrees on
summer.
Saturday.
It felt like, okay, good. I could take off the hoodies. We outside. So I'm excited. Events are popping out. And I feel like everybody take this time. The world's open. Go outside. Be social. Connect. Build those connections. Build those bonds. It's time to build that brand. You feel me? It's go time. So I'm excited to see all of y'all. We back, and let's get it.
To Walter's left is one half of the beige tandem. The smooth smell on the planet. Silk Serenade. Talk to people.
Yo, is it me or like the allergying this year for real?
No, I think it's worse.
I'm just
I
hitting
really
like
think-
a
I
ton
really
of
think
bricks.
It's worse, or it's just because everyone's been inside for so long. It's gotten worse for them. Like, I don't
Yeah,
know.
Walter was in shambles like 2 weeks ago when the pod was off. I've been in shambles like every week, but I'm here. I'm surprisingly okay today. You know, knock on wood. Hope that stays the same, but just chilling, man. Happy to be back. Feel me?
Yeah, and everybody sounds loud and good. And he is back. Joe is back from his excursion.
Mexico's finest.
Joe is back from Mexico
Facts, bro.
again. He didn't get stuck this time.
Facts.
The man behind the camera, the brothel bandit, the gun taking pictures of your woman with consent. Talk to people, Joe.
Good to be back, man. Had a.
You're lying because you would love to stay in Cancun because I would too.
Bro. It was only for a day.
So my point stands.
Other than that, I was by my pop's side and shit. But family's good, thankfully, and it's good to be back. I can't front, bro. But yeah, Cancun was fire. I see why all the dots like going over there. It's pretty nice. I can't front.
Yeah, you remember the saga of Tulum during unemployment? Oh my
Oh,
god.
yeah.
Jesus Christ, bro.
God. It was
I told y'all,
I wish I
bro.
partaked.
Tequila, all them fancy tequilas, they all on the
yeah,
shelf
there was,
now.
there was three things you could count on during the UE era.
The UE boys.
That was Tulum, Classes, and
And the-
Amiris.
I would say fourth. A good mention would
What
be
else?
the board bags. The board bags. Come on.
Also, I see there's people stop getting robbed in Tulum now. Everybody's going safe. But during the unemployment era, everybody's going there getting robbed, coming
was
back,
Wild Wild
not
West.
saying
That's
shit.
the only place everyone could go.
But now everybody's calm. Everybody's home.
Yeah.
Unemployment era is over.
That shit wild, man.
Now they're just getting robbed back in their neighborhoods.
Yep.
But
Now everybody's just getting robbed here again. Oh,
Yeah.
the world's back where it's supposed to be.
That shit is wild.
But yeah, like I said, we got a long episode for y'all. A lot of music to cover. A lot of wild shit has happened. Obviously, let's start with the rest in peace to all the people that were affected by the mass shooting
in Buffalo.
in Buffalo. I think it was 10 victims.
Yeah.
I don't want to call. Let me not call it a mass shooting. It was a terrorist attack by a terrorist. Yeah. Prayers to all the families. No one was under the age, I believe, of 40 years old. He purposely targeted a black neighborhood in Buffalo.
It was planned out for
It
a
was
while.
planned.
And he recorded it. That shit was
Yeah,
crazy.
he recorded it. I believe he's actually
That's
from.
sick.
I believe he's actually from Broome County. That's the area where we went to college. Yeah, and I think he chose Buffalo because it's more heavily populated with black people. So, it sucks and it's sad. And I don't know what else to say. Prayers to the families and all the victims. I don't know what it's going to take for us to change gun laws. You know, how many times this has to happen. And two, to not only notice racist content, but to act on it, you know, to prevent it, to, you know, make it that if you make your racism public, it is something to act upon, you know. That's why I always say, hey, I'd rather you be racist in front of my face so I know who the fuck I'm dealing with, because then something maybe it would be done about it, but we have no idea what could have been done to prevent this. So just prayers to the family. This is nuts. So that is the extent to what I have on this. I don't know what you guys, what you guys' thoughts are.
It's just crazy seeing him. Well, it's not crazy at this point because it's kind of desensitized. But seeing the shooter be a white man taken away in cuffs
Right.
and alive.
Which is
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's the biggest.
But
takeaway.
that's America with 3 Ks in it. You know what I'm saying? It's disgusting, but
It's just wild, man. Because like as time goes on, I feel like America's low key just becoming desensitized to it. It's like, oh, another shooting,
Yeah.
and like
It's a cycle.
it's fucked up because like we shouldn't think like that, but like it's kind of getting to that point. And as long as gun laws and I mean they're prevalent right now, it's gonna be tough to actually change them. But I mean it is possible. I believe it's possible, but it's just it's tough.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, one thing I've learned is that anything this country wants to do, it can. It's all a choice.
Yeah.
Just like life.
Yeah.
Anything you want to do, outside of, medical things happening. Anything you want to do, it's a choice. Anything you choose not to do, it's a choice. So I don't know what this changes, so it doesn't do much for me, to be honest with you. I don't know what changes. What does America do about it? They're gonna lock him up, put him in jail for life in solitary, where nobody can get to him because they know he's a threat to get killed. Even now, I'm sure they have him tucked away somewhere where nobody can get to him. Because I'm sure there are lifers in jail that already have nothing to lose, that have no problem taking matters into their own hand. Not that we're promoting that, but So, with that being said, America is always going to protect their own kind. So, yeah. So that's really that's all I got on that. I don't
I feel
have much
you.
else.
Yeah, no, that shit was a targeted attack, and I know that the news outlets are gonna report it a certain way. So I just want to make sure that was an act of terrorism. You
Yeah, it
feel
was a
me?
terrorist
Like,
attack.
That was calculated. That was thought through. Like that wasn't it was an accident. He didn't know. Like that shit was full on premeditated. And there's this. I wish I could remember his @ name because we don't give promo, but he is a black man influencer who be helping with finances and shit. So I wish I remember, but he made a video saying like, "Yo, what if like the white people mobilized, and what if they came into fucking Brooklyn and just started murking niggas? Like, there's no system in place from like the black people's side to defend against that. Like if that was thought out, so who says there is not an attack in 3 months that's being planned out right now, like on us? And like we got to keep that in mind. Like we got to mobilize. We got to at least have a action, a plan in mind in case white people just bug out one day and just say, "Yo, we're gonna go on a killing spree." Like we would get murked. Like so, like that shit stood out to me. And
It'd just be civil war at that point.
yeah,
honestly.
but like if we would be outplanned, we would be outmanned, and they'd have access to better guns. So even if we try to mobilize last minute, and they've been planning for 6 months, like they did with the fucking with the attack on Washington, like they could just take out whole communities before niggas can mobilize to do shit. Like that shit, like yo, you that shit stood out to me. Like we gotta start planning just in case, cause that was an attack. Like he went to kill black people, and there's no way he's the only person out there that feels like that or is planning for that. Like
Yeah, I heard he had a whole like Discord and stuff like that.
that's what I'm saying.
This
So
is
like,
all calculated. And,
No, but see, here's the thing. And here's the problem. He planned this out publicly, whether it be through a private Discord, whether it be through anything. He planned this out publicly. So it's these platforms that should have did something, alert the authorities. When somebody is openly showing, that's why hey, show me the racism so we can stop the next step. He showed it. He let you know what he was gonna do, what he wanted to do, his mindset, his head. It was dangerous rhetoric. It was in place harmful to black people. Okay, this can be someone that can harm a majority group of people soon. Okay, no one did anything about it, and that's usually in life. If you don't plan, if you see something coming, you don't plan for it. Obviously, it's gonna go wrong. Like it's really 1 + 1 = 2. So he let us know what it was, and no one did anything about it. And that's America in a nutshell.
And if you've seen that footage that's going around circulating of like I guess his body cam footage of him doing it, bro,
It's
that's some that white boy was really bugging. Yeah, the accuracy and precision in what that he was doing, it's crazy. He looked trained for real.
And like I said, why does he have that gun? Like,
Yeah.
why is that a thing?
Mm-hmm.
What does that do? It's not a hunting gun. It's an assault rifle. Like what is that? Why do we need? What do assault rifles do? Who
And
needs
it's so
that?
crazy. It's always them that always manage to get it in possession.
Like,
Always.
It's the craziest part how the gun laws drastically changed for whether it be from right in New York City just to 3-4 hours away to go and get whatever type of gun you want.
Mm-hmm.
That is a very clear issue.
Yep.
So yeah,
Praise out.
praise to everybody, man. I don't know what else we can really.
yeah.
Who
On a
you-
lighter note,
I don't
I
know.
don't
if
even
it-
know if there's a lighter note.
in this news
It's
segment,
tough.
I
It's
don't-
tough this week
yeah.
in terms of news and current events.
Let's get the lighter things out the way, I guess. Wow, nothing's light here.
Ain't nothing like here.
Let's the WNBA player that got COVID because WNBA is making them fly on commercial flights. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, but that shit not light either, bro. That's just the gender wage gap. These are professional basketball players. Like, why the fuck are you with Sarah Lee and her kid going to fucking Atlanta? Like, what? You are bringing in millions of dollars of revenue, ticket sales, advertising, and y'all can't put 12 players.
Well, we don't know that to be true.
What?
Like that the WNBA is notoriously known for being the loss in the in the red.
Oh, okay.
They're notoriously known for being in the red.
You mean like not profiting?
Yeah, but
Okay,
but
got it.
once again, that is a construct of society. So on the NBA, which is a trillion-billion-dollar entity, needs to take that hit on the head.
okay.
Like that is just what it is. And I think the WNBA is not marketed properly. I think that it's always seen as the lost league in the back, and
Which is crazy to me.
yeah, because they're just I think the NBA is just not doing what they need to do to get
to uplift it. And
Yeah,
keep it
you know,
in the light.
right. So
And there's some notable figures, you know what I'm saying, in the WNBA.
for sure.
Like,
But you know, the WNBA not giving the women not making enough money is why I would see why Brittany Griner's in jail. That is why.
Yeah, and just to confirm your point, based off Dunker3.com, which could be, but it says that in 2021, the NBA generated 60 million in revenue, but 70 million in expenses. So they actually lost 10 million in each passing year. Goddamn.
Yeah, the WNBA is yearly a loss.
Okay.
But for a company that makes hundreds of millions of dollars,
Yeah.
for the WNBA, who I believe only started in 2003.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah, the WNBA is brand new still. I think it was the 2000s.
Wow, that's crazy. They can play basketball before.
So, for a business that large, that even though you're taking a loss of 7, you're still making 60. It's gonna take time for that to be a thing. I think that women in sports that's still new, you know, but 96, excuse me. So yeah, so 4 years from the 2000s,
which is still recent.
yeah,
Yeah, hell yeah.
that's 3 years after we were born. You know what I mean? So it's still to me to build a league that's fresh.
I feel you.
So
Yeah, they definitely deserve more.
yeah, I mean you just have to
100%.
put more in.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, you
I
know,
see what you're saying.
when I see guys on the 11th man on teams, they have Hulu commercial. You know what I mean? Like, and the stars in WNBA have to go play somewhere else. The MVP from the WNBA has to play in another league.
Yeah.
That's an issue.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You got to put more marketing dollars into it, unfortunately. But that's just not the interest of the NBA.
I feel you.
So that is why these girls go through what they go through, and this is what's going to happen. And a story like this, they're going to talk about it. It's going to get brushed on the rug. No one's going to
Yeah.
give a fuck, and that's it. You know what I mean? So
Just to clarify, because I'm curious, the NBA owns the WNBA.
yes.
Oh, then they some hoes then, because
Yeah, 100%.
they're hella profitable.
Oh yeah.
They could literally, what the fuck? I didn't know. I thought it was owned by two separate entities.
Nah, the WNBA isn't it. I mean,
They some
that's why,
hoes, then.
and even like the WNBA being in the video games now.
Yeah.
Like, there are certain things that cross my mind. Like, okay, something the math ain't mathing.
Yeah.
You know, so that is something that you know, I
It's
think
gonna be
about
looked
often.
upon. No, it definitely has to be looked upon.
I mean, no, they're not gonna do. They're not gonna do shit. You know what it has to be? It's the new crop of WNBA young ladies. They're popular from like when they're kids now. You know, the Sabrina Onyascu and the Paige Buchers. Like, they're so popular now that they're gonna demand their value in how good they are. But also the issue is they make the girls stay 4 years in college. So now, you know, you don't get the phenom effect,
Gotcha.
which the WNBA the NBA has. They have the phenom. Oh my God, I can't wait till this guy gets on the court. At 18, he's gonna dominate. Paige Bucher has been the best girl in college for years, and she's in her 30. I'm like, bro, she's been good since she was 17 years old. Put her in the league.
Yeah. Okay.
So, yeah, that is my take on that. To be honest.
And just for context, just to show how much some white men be shitty, the average NBA individual team is worth $2 billion.
Yeah, 32
So they
teams.
can't they can't take a little bit of these niggas' profit to fund the WNBA, bro. The
Right.
average team, there's 32 teams.
32 teams. So you're looking at at least 34+ billion.
Oh my God, they some hoes, bro.
Yeah. Yep.
That's fucked up.
That's big business for you. Yeah.
But
Yeah. So that Natasha Cloud, I'm so sorry that's going on. They're making you guys jump on Spirit to get to the fucking games.
That's
That is
crazy.
They making them play.
bro.
They making them pay in Clara.
Yo, bro, for a WNBA girl who's 6'7", excuse me, trying to get to the middle seat is
Oh my
crazy.
yeah, nah.
To have her legs crunched up.
Yo, where you going to? Yo, I got a game.
There's not even a back seat on the chair, first of all.
Like, yeah, bro, come on. And every NBA team flies private.
That's what I'm saying.
Every single team, whether you are the Oklahoma City Thunder, who's the worst team in the NBA, or the Orlando Magic, everyone has a private jet that they fly from game to game.
Hell yeah.
And they're making a WNBA girl share rooms. This is crazy. At the
They
Sheraton.
got an Airbnb.
They got an Airbnb for the girls. Come on, man.
It's great.
Yo.
It's crazy.
That's fucked up, man.
Yeah.
It's a white man for you.
NBA got to step it up.
Yeah, that's
So
a
white man for you.
1,000%, bro.
Bro, and oh my god, I'm sorry, but the NBA has ads on the jerseys now, so I know they're making double their profit. The TV deals have gone up. Like, what is going on?
Yeah, bro.
Niggas is selfish.
That's fuck, bro.
I'm greedy.
Yeah, I don't know. Fuck, you know what? I'm on Patrick Beverly's side. Fuck Chris Paul, because Chris Paul's the president of the Players Union. It may not be his fault, but fuck him. I don't know. I don't care.
crazy.
I don't care. Whatever. No, we're not in sports yet. Whatever.
No,
It's
Pat
crazy.
Bev has been everywhere on TV, bro. I don't even have TV, and I see this nigga everywhere, bro.
Yeah, nah, bro.
You're just nonchalant.
I'm going
You
on
said
record
you don't have
saying
TV.
fuck Patrick Beverly.
Oh
bro.
my god, bro, he's on everywhere now.
Whatever. Let's go to the so the numbers came out on the Black Lives Matter distribution.
Oh
Okay.
shit.
Can you click on this
I
link?
got
Of the
you,
girls
bro.
who bought the house?
So
They bought
she
the
she
condo.
she was the leader,
Yeah.
but what she did was
Oh, they took
They
the
deleted
tweet.
it.
oh
they deleted it.
they deleted the tweet.
Come
Elon,
on.
fix it.
That's
But it's
crazy.
okay. So what she did was in her either it was her tax return or her funding spreadsheet, she was distributing that she paid like, creative directors. You know how if you have a job at a nonprofit, you still have to pay people.
Invoices and all that stuff, yeah.
Oh, so she was falsifying shit?
No, she was just paying her family.
Oh, nice.
She paid her brother $973,000.
Wow.
Her brother-in-law, her cousin,
Baby niece that's like
baby
7
niece.
years old.
So she was just giving the
All on
family.
payroll.
wow.
So yeah, they got us again, man.
Damn, bro. I'm not.
Us.
I still want my $50 back. I don't give a fuck. I'm sorry.
Bro, listen. GoFundMe's be scams, bro. I'm sorry to tell
Bro,
you.
they
yeah,
don't even go.
1,000%.
Bro, it don't even be GoFundMe's, bro. They have a direct website to tell you why they donate to nothing.
That's wild, bro.
Like they had a whole website explaining that they was donating to shit.
That's wild.
I'm gonna be very transparent. I be seeing these GoFundMe links, like donate to this and that. I will click the link just to scroll down to see everyone's name and how much they
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 donated.
donate because it says how much you donate
Yeah.
if you're not anonymous.
Yeah.
I just be curious how much people just like give, and I'm just like that's crazy. Now X out the window because
He was like, yeah, wow.
she be scammed.
Couldn't be me.
Look at I'm in from fucking the
Yo,
Bronx.
nah. I mean,
It's crazy.
Yo, for the,
That's a federal crime.
for the fact,
that's
nah,
crazy.
bro. For the fact that that happened almost 2-3 years ago and he has not been touched.
Bro, he was just in the his eye, man.
It's wild, bro. That's wild. But going back to the whole, that is, paying family is wicked.
Yes.
Because,
Bro.
like, they're going to grow up. It's like when parents use your name for, like, credit or some shit like that.
No, don't I fucking know.
Like, which is wild, bro.
But paying Tay Tay as your creative director and he don't know how to draw a straight line is crazy.
Fucking wow. Can't even
Yeah.
draw a circle.
That is crazy.
Keep it in the circle.
I mean, look, if you're gonna steal, what's nepotism? Steal with
That's
nepotism.
facts.
If you're gonna steal nepotism, right? Who you gonna give the stolen money to? Give it to your family. Who you gonna give it to? Fuck it. I guess. I guess this goes right into. So New York State has approved rap music. It will not use rap lyrics in court in New York. They can't because everybody be in jail. So I mean, at this point,
Essentially,
they don't have enough jail to put niggas in if they doing that.
They have to make a brand new one.
Yeah, they have to make a brand new jail. They start indicting you niggas off the lyrics y'all put out. So
Whole
yeah,
new records is crazy.
Fucking
Yeah.
Michael Jordan.
Yeah, and just because it was approved by the Senate, there's one more congressional office that has to approve it before it comes a bill, but it's called Rap Music on Trial, and it's meant to limit, which is air quotes, the use of rap lyrics in court. So at least it appears that they're trying to help, but they're never really trying
I
to
would
help.
love to know the semantics and the technicalities of that.
But yeah, they would never put that in the article because then niggas would know the truth. You feel me? But
I wonder if they did that with they would do that with rock music, like heavy metal when they was
Of
like
course not.
shitting on pigeons and putting like cucumbers in their ass and shit.
what rock?
What rock
songs,
music is
like,
that?
What
I don't-
playlist are you listening to, bro?
Johnny Depp's
We gotta chill. What? I don't know what rock music.
or Amber's
Yeah,
or Amber Heard's. I don't know.
Leave Johnny out of this,
This
man.
nigga's in her iTunes, bro. Yeah.
Nah,
But yeah,
I'm curious to see what words and what phrases or whatever it is not allowed due to that bill.
no, but seriously though, heavy like with the Marilyn Manson, like that was like
No, yeah, none of that. They all good because
like those were like devil
white.
worshiping like. Well, I
Hell
mean,
yeah.
I mean, I guess. I wonder if they would did to Eminem when he was like killing his family and shit too.
They would never lock up Eminem.
I'm just saying.
That's creative expression in that case.
He's their savior.
This goes right. Okay, so this goes right into I guess the unfortunate meat and potatoes of this our beginning section. Rappers in jail. So Cash just pleaded guilty.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I know we talked about this briefly last week, but Cash pleaded guilty. He has a max of 60, minimum of 5. He's obviously not going to get the 5. This is like his third or fourth offense. So I mean, in reality, he's probably gonna get a 20 piece.
That's wicked, bro.
Wicked.
Just like
you work your whole life to get to this point, and boom.
That's a.
That's why.
It's
They see you.
wild.
They see you enjoying life, and
It's
no,
wild,
no,
bro.
no.
It's really wild. I can see why motherfuckers really just leave home. Like
Yeah.
once they make it, like they do not come back.
Don't
at
come
all.
back.
Do not come back.
That is just what they tell you. Just you get to a point, just
and get
stay.
ridiculed like, yo, you're not like you don't show up. Like, nah,
So
niggas,
what?
like y'all not gonna put me in a situation to fuck me over type
So
of shit.
it becomes a so what.
It's wild, bro. 20.
You're probably they're probably
And
gonna
Cass
think,
is young.
That's
Still,
what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying?
Like you going right now 28, bro. You coming out 48.
Your life's over, bro.
Like that's it. Like you.
Your kids are grown.
That's it.
and he has
Life
a daughter.
is different.
And he has a
yeah,
daughter.
You know how many iPhones gonna come out, bro? Like, like, son, like, I know y'all probably thinking like, yeah, wow, he's thinking about iPhone. Like, nah, but like, I'm trying to put it in perspective.
No,
like,
honestly, yeah.
like so much shit is gonna happen.
Technology is
bro.
going to advance to the point where you're not going to know what to do.
Bro, there's people that came out probably like within this, because we're in the 2020s now.
Yeah.
There's people that probably just came out now and they went in when like fucking AIM was popping. type
That's
of
true.
shit.
Like the
Yeah.
communication is different. Like we saw what a little pandemic did to people's social lives. So I'm sad for Cass, man.
Same.
shit is wild.
It's
He-
sad.
He was on a ascension. He was on an uprise.
Hell
Think
yeah.
you
His
have
career was going up.
to really, really focus on your surroundings when you get to a certain point, man. It's not worth it. It's not worth kicking it here. It's not worth hanging out. It's not worth giving this person money to do what they got. Like I said, I don't know what Cass is in for. It's none of my business. I never read the case file because I don't care. It doesn't matter. It's sad. But, yeah, you just got to
Oh, look out for yourself.
get right and stay the fuck away from that shit, man. And if the people that you love are not trying to, come on this new journey with you, then you gotta leave them behind.
That's a fact.
That's just what it is, bro. If the people you love are not on the right path or not on the journey with you, it's okay to lose people you love. It is just part of life. That's just what it is. It may not be, sometimes in the physical, sometimes in the metaphorical. It's okay to lose people. That is just the life. That is just a cycle of life. And once you accept that, it's okay. But that's a hard thing to accept. But that's just what it is.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And I think we get caught up in
And all that.
that taking care of this
Yeah.
person or holding this person down, bro.
Trying to be here, show love.
That
here,
person
nah.
should
Yeah.
see you as inspiration and be on the right path too. Not just trying to leech off of what you got going on. And I'm praying for Cass and his daughter, his wife. They all gonna be left behind for 20 plus years
Mm-hmm.
because you was hanging with the homies.
It's unfortunate.
Because in reality, he could have not been doing anything. He could have just been wrong place, wrong time, did the wrong thing on the phone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's you're doing 20 plus because you hung with the same homies you've been with. Those homies should change. Once you get rich, those homies need to change.
The mindset got to change. It's like
And
my man's is up. Like
My
so
man
what,
is up.
What
I
can
can't act the same way.
What I gotta do to help keep him elevating
Or maintain.
elevate myself
Yeah.
and not leech off my
If
homie.
you know he's the breadwinner, you have to move accordingly.
Exactly.
That's just what people don't accept their circumstances, and the circumstance is like you have a rich friend now. Okay, move accordingly with your rich friend. You know what I mean? So that's
Shit
my
is wild.
that's my
For 20 years.
yeah. There's no way. Unfortunately, there's no way he's getting less than 20 years. This is third. I mean, and that's light. That's on the light end. That's his third strike. So yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah. So and 42 Doug's in jail now, right? Too.
Yep.
Yeah.
Got arrested for failing, I think, to serve 6 month sentence, I believe.
Jesus Christ.
I
Now,
saw that on the flight out, I think, or in. I can't remember. But there's a lot of people just going in and out. It's sad.
And Like I said, I don't know the details to any of these cases. The thing I'm probably most privy to is what's going on with Doug and them. But if you had to do 6 months, and now you're probably gonna do a couple of years,
So you just
so you just probably doubled your time.
yeah.
I mean, but no, who am I to say? Who wants to go to jail, right?
I mean, no one.
I don't know.
But
So
like,
who am I to say who did the? I don't know.
yeah.
Yeah.
Who wants to go to jail? Even if it's
Yourself.
3 days. I mean, I don't know. But there definitely seems to be a target on. There's always been the hip hop police, but there is now
Now
a
they're
target. They're not playing. I don't know what it is. I don't know what task force that there has to be some new task force that's out right now, but they are focusing on hip hop. So everybody needs to be careful.
I feel like it's a joint operation with the feds and state, like NYPD with
Probably.
has to be, bro. Because like, all right. Besides NYPD being one of like the highest paying, careers when it comes to the police force. Like I can't think of any other state that has it up with, like NYPD, and obviously assistance from the FBI definitely goes a long way.
I think it is. I think a lot of these. There's a big crackdown because, and this is my conspiracy theory, because more drugs are becoming legal.
That too.
They're
Yeah.
cracking down on illegal activity within drugs.
Yes.
So I think that they are
Trying to get in between the lines type of shit.
They're trying to see where the money's coming from. They're trying to see who's funding it, and I think they're just trying to get these rappers to snitch,
Gotcha.
to tell on the operation or shut down the operation.
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna tell you right now, all these guys I think all these guys gonna start telling. Well, and I'm talking about the Doug case. There's a bunch of dudes that probably don't got nothing to do with this. They're just trying to shut down whatever is going on, and a lot of these guys gonna start telling. And yeah.
So let's talk about the Duck case. Basically,
Yeah.
there was 28 members of YSL that were charged on 56 counts of indictment charges, I believe,
Yep.
including Young Thug and Gunna in there. And I also saw somewhere, I don't know how true it was or not, but there was like a list circulating that they're also going to start like looking at a Little Baby and 4PF, I believe.
Wow.
Just all these connections and all these ties amongst these rappers and shit like that.
Well, I think that's fake. Because if they weren't, we wouldn't have heard about it. They would have picked them up and took them already. So, but
There was a long list. It wasn't just him, but these are RICO charges. So I don't know if the
But they're
RICO
state.
charges
I
been.
I heard they were state, not federal. I
These
mean,
are-
don't get me wrong. There's still RICO charges.
Yeah, like these are charges that they've been monitoring for years.
Oh,
Yeah,
20
type
they,
of shit,
they
yeah.
don't come get you
Years.
till they have a case.
Yeah, for a fact.
Like
Except for
everything,
RICO,
like
yeah.
court. They got all the proof, evidence, everything.
bro.
To
Yeah.
To the fucking bubble gum that you bought in the corner store type of shit. Like,
Yep. So it's unfortunate, man.
Yeah, I think that the legalization of a lot of drugs is and knowing these states know that they can collect a lot of tax and money from the legalization of drugs, they're not gonna let illegal drugs be a thing. I think this is the start of just trying to find ways to stop any illegal drugs.
gotcha.
That's my theory. I don't know how true it is, but that's what I've been thinking. Like, what is going on? What is, you know what I mean? Why, it's not, I don't think it's a coincidence that Cass gets sentenced. They pick up YSL, 42. Like, I don't think any of this is a coincidence.
No, it kind of all ties in. It has to be because
Yeah.
Because like, why now compared to what 2 years ago when the pandemic before started?
Or
during,
when all this was happening,
like-
And while we're on YSL, rest in peace, Low Key.
Yeah,
that
man.
too,
Oh my
man.
god, yeah.
That shit took me by surprise.
I don't know if they reported what he died of, but it doesn't
I don't
matter.
think they have.
Apparently, I saw. I don't know if it's true, but apparently someone close to him said that he was having stomach problems a couple of days before, and then apparently, I guess it was something related to his digestion system. I don't know if it was exactly that, but
Yeah, man. Oh, rest in peace, Lil
It's-
Key.
it's
Yeah,
rough.
this is wow. It's rough.
young as shit, bro.
24 years old. So, yeah.
One of the
rest in
few
peace
who
to
was outside while YSL shit's happening, all in the
Right.
midst of the same week.
Yeah.
It's very unfortunate.
So, yeah, I mean, to end this segment off, just rest in peace to prayers to everyone. And just stay safe out here, man. Take care of yourself. Stay out of trouble. Stay out the mess, bro. Seems like life is short. That is what.
Stay
all-
conscious. Stay conscious of your decisions and just
Yeah, stay
like,
conscious, stay aware.
like don't get. I'm pretty sure it's easy to get lost in the moment and shit like that. But like, I guess listen to that gut feeling, that intuition, like just right from wrong type of shit. I don't know.
And the money ain't always worth it too.
Not all money's good
That's
money.
true.
Money ain't always worth it. I think that's something that is
Goes a long way.
prevalent. But yeah, I think
Yeah.
that's
That
that.
sums up the news and current events.
Walt, do you have anything on the YSL case? Anything?
Just even if you don't think they listening. So move like they listening. Like I feel like the amount of information and details that they had on these niggas, like they were lurking for a minute. So like if you a black man and
Since
you getting
2013.
it, yeah, if you get into the bag and you're a black man and you're making an impact and you're making an influence, know that scares white people. And because of that scare, they're watching you. So even if you have no confirmation that they watch you, move like they watching you, because that shit, every powerful black man he's done so much for the community. Like they've been plotting, bro. So just watch your back. You are not safe, and move like that shit, because these white people be trying to catch people up, man.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much, that's it. We have shout-outs? Wow.
I never have shout outs.
I'm trying to remember. Fuck.
I just know.
Hold up.
Oh, okay, I had one. The two leading actors from Power Book 2 have started like a Power podcast to kind of they're interviewing all the other actors from all the other Power series.
Yeah.
I listen to it. It's actually super cool. It's super cool. You get to hear the actor stories, how they got casted, and kind of like them talking about like they didn't know if they were going to be on the second, they were going to be on the spinoff, and then once I listened, I was like, oh, everybody's on. They just fired Ghost, but yeah. After, I was like, all right, cool. It's like everybody got casted again, but yeah, I think it's super cool. I think it's dope that I think podcasting being the new avenue for marketing sucks. Sometimes it sucks for podcasters that have been doing it for the beginning, but also
Yeah.
I think it's cool that podcasts. So a lot of us were ahead of the curve in knowing that this was going to be what it is now.
Yeah.
So I think it's cool. I think that those two guys are great personalities. They're doing. I listened to the first two episodes. Is dope. So yeah, I'm just shouting that out. I think it's cool, and I love that big companies understand the importance of influence of podcasting. So
Do you know the white guy's name on that podcast? His name.
Gianni something.
Yeah. I want to shout at him real quick because one, we all need a friend like that nigga. I feel like, what's his actual name?
Gianni.
No, the Ghost's son. What's his name?
Oh, Michael. Like
Yeah.
his real name in real
Yeah.
life, Michael.
Michael. Yeah.
Rainey.
I feel like the white dude is the one dragging him to do all this shit, and like it appears that he's the one with the ideas he wants to do, and he's taking advantage of the platform that he has. Like I feel like a lot of people get to this moment where you can either level up to a next level or just kind of fade off into existence, and it appears that he's taking the initiative and like making these opportunities, pushing this shit, and it could just be social media shit, but like if you are in a moment and you have some attention, like try to capitalize on that shit. So I wanted to shout out Gianni for kind of pushing the shit, because that's what it seems like it's kind of marketed as.
Those two are attached at the hip, and they work really hard. They do vlogs too. They do. As I watch everything, they go straight from appearance to set. These guys work hard, so it's not like they just run around. They work really hard. So shout out to them. And the show's good.
Yeah.
Let's not forget that. It's not like Tommy's bullshit ass show. That shit sucked. Anyway, shit was ass.
And that's crazy because that was the most anticipated show out of all of
That
them.
shit
shit
is
was
ass.
straight.
That shit was ass from
It went
episode
ass.
1 to 8. That shit was whatever episode it ended at. It was ass. Push it, Johnny and that shit. But anyway,
Shout outs.
that's all I had there.
I want to shout out Luca.
Oh, look at the shout out more white people. Shout out to Luca,
Shout out
man.
Luca just because of the
Luka
the
Magic.
straights I
What?
played it.
Luka Magic.
That's why.
Oh,
Just because of the straights I
God.
played. That's why.
Yeah, I'm just being a hater. Yeah,
So-
he hooping.
Nah, he really balled out.
Yeah,
I'm not a Luka fan like that, but he really went crazy.
It's all out.
But that would be a conversation.
And
for
I
me.
know you guys listen to this Friday morning. We don't know what happened in this game against
Yeah,
the
we
Warriors.
don't.
But we're talking about him
Best
whooping the
believe I
Suns'
placed
ass.
the bet though. See what my ticket hit.
I'm not betting on the playoffs anymore.
Yo.
I'm too unpredictable for
You know what? It doesn't even matter because fuck NBA on FanDuel, but MLB on FanDuel, that's where the money's at. Just letting y'all know.
I don't know anything about baseball.
Yeah, no, I couldn't even bet
Listen.
if I needed to.
MLB is where the money is at on fucking FanDuel.
Gotcha.
I know first inning, second inning, but that'll be a talk for later.
Yeah. Okay. Any other shout outs?
Real quick, I want to shout out Jimmy Butler just to counteract the shout out to the white man.
It was like too much whiteness going on right now.
I
Too
gotta
much.
shout out Jimmy because he's the most blackest person in the league. But also,
It's reverse racism again.
What's the requirement? For
Because
that?
he has braids. So now
he has a braids and a headband, and he's mad threatening. So,
oh my god.
What?
but
They
either
got him
way,
on a wiretap too.
What the fuck?
he's been hooping.
Nah,
so like,
Jimmy has been hooping.
he's
I
been
can't-
hooping,
I
bro,
can't- I can't
and
take away from
he
that.
gets slept on. He's never ever
is true.
included in that top tier player. He's always like, okay, you can't build a team around Jimmy, but like he's shown to all y'all haters that yo,
I'm here.
I'm
like
here, and like
Still?
I was not always this player, but if you work hard enough at something, you can improve drastically. Because he couldn't do this 3-4 years
Listen,
ago.
that is.
I mean, 'cause-
I will agree with you. Jimmy Butler is a second round pick.
Yeah,
He is
was a defensive player.
like Jimmy is now a star in this league. He busts his ass.
Wasn't he an MVP candidate this season? He was one of like
He's,
top 5
always,
MVP.
he's always getting there. Like so.
But this season, I know he was up there, like, you know, before Embiid and Giannis and stuff. But like, he was like in like the top 5 like MVP discussion this year.
Jimmy's always like, especially playoff time. He shows up in the playoffs, man.
No, this season again, this postseason, he's really
Yeah,
going crazy.
he's bugging the fuck out. You know, playing against a high power Celtics team with a lot of star power. So, shout out to Jimmy for sure.
yeah. So shout out.
Is that all we got for shout outs?
I was gonna save this for.
Yo, the more you ask for shout outs, like the more Walter's gonna
Oh yeah,
go.
no, I got him.
Well, we don't want to miss it. We don't want to miss shout outs. I love it. We got to praise the people, right?
And I was gonna say this to basketball, but fuck it, we here. I want to shout out Joel Embiid for calling out subpar players. At that after
yeah,
Game
for
7,
sure.
he went on the interview and said, "Yo, James, you're not who you are anymore." And I feel like,
You mean the same thing he did with Ben Simmons, which is why
and
Ben
then
Simmons
and
left?
then why you niggas said he shouldn't have did that?
yeah, but I'm like, bro, you clearly
Which I
underperformed.
agree, he shouldn't do that.
No, bro, you.
This is 2 times in a
Bro,
row. Like 2 times in a row.
he
he's
is
done
the James is the 5th highest paid player of like the last 5 years, bro. You cannot do that.
Yeah, but
and
that
if
doesn't
you
mean
do that, I respect it that I'm gonna call you out.
No,
Cause
you don't do that
Nah.
on camera for media.
no,
That's not how it works.
I mean,
If
listen,
you're trying to build a strong foundation of a team,
Okay,
I
so
feel
cool. So there is one of two things. Even though I think that there are certain things that should be handled in private. I'm with you there.
Yeah.
But if this is a job and we don't have a relationship and you're fucking up my money, I don't owe you that.
it
That's
seems like
also-
they have a relationship though,
I mean, I don't know.
because he was really he was real giddy.
Him and Ben Simmons did not have a relationship. That was mad clear.
Yeah,
That was
yeah.
clear. So
Yeah.
if we're at a job, we're 2 employees for a big company, and you're fucking up my money because you're not coming to play or prepared, and I'm coming and giving it out every night.
Yeah.
If they ask me, hey, bro, this nigga's not doing what he's supposed to. I'm sorry, like don't. And you're not. What's gonna happen is because I am the star, the narrative is gonna be pushed on me. Because Joel, no matter what Joel Embiid did, he was gonna lose. If he was hurt. If he decided not to play, they was gonna call him soft. He played and played bad. They told him he didn't play well. So now it's like, bro, now I'm not gonna eat that. You're fucking up my money. You know what I'm saying? On the James Harden side, if they have a relationship, there may be a conversation should have had ahead of time. They should have had ahead of time. But how much of a relationship they could have? They kind of just met. Like they just started playing with each other.
I mean, he was real giddy when James got sent to that team, and on top of that, seems to be the MO of Joel Embiid.
Yeah, because niggas playing like shit. Yes,
Yeah,
they're
that's
playing
cool.
like shit.
Yeah.
That's cool
yeah.
to have those conversations. I feel like behind closed doors.
Yeah.
But if you're trying to build a strong foundation of a team, you don't do that.
Yeah,
I
but
feel
you
you.
gotta you gotta build that foundation too. There's two.
Yeah.
So I say everyone, if you're
Not in front of cameras.
if you're coming, I mean, no, if you're coming in camp out of shape, if you're coming and not performing, I don't owe you shit. If you're coming here purposely not protecting what we have,
Yeah.
like you're at this point, you have to protect what we have. And if you just played bad, it's one thing. If you decide to only take 8 shots in the entire game and you have now averaged what 11, you average 11 points in the fourth quarter. Like, come on, what's going on here?
Yeah.
You're not about to do that.
So you feel like the best thing to do would be to comment on that.
I think
media.
I think however I feel is how I feel because at the end of the day, I also have a job. Now, I don't have an obligation only to you. I have an obligation to the rest of the guys. If I don't address it, the rest of the guys are not going to be able to respect me as a leader either.
In front of cameras.
I
'Cause
don't
that's the main point. I'm not, because I agree with everything you're saying,
Right.
but not in front or to media.
But if I tell you in private and it doesn't resonate, then what? If they ask me a question, I'm supposed to lie? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, especially if we don't have a relationship, that I owe you that. Because I think as things build, of course, I don't think he'll ever do that to Tobias Harris. Tobias Harris ain't had the best series. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think he'll do that to Tobias Harris. Because him and Tobias Harris have been playing for each other how many years? 4 or 5 years? I don't think he's going to do that. But I think, like, I don't know you niggas. You niggas is coming here, fucking up my money, and everybody's giving you all this fucking attention. No, fuck y'all. Play better.
And what my shout out was rooted in not the fact that, maybe not how it played out, but the fact that I was reading between the lines, and it's okay.
Yeah, he didn't say it that bad either.
No, I know, but it's okay to call out
So
someone.
he kind of did at first, but then he tried to clean it up at the end. I feel like.
Nah, fuck that. No. I feel like if James Harden played his ass off and played back, cool. But
yeah, whatever.
But I respect calling someone out in public when the effort is not there. If I'm coming there every day busting my ass, and you're not, and you're supposed to be my second in play, like if you work hard all season and have a bad game, cool.
We
it
can
happens.
we can live with that.
But if I see your lack of effort throughout it, and then in Game 7 when I need you, you're not there, I'm gonna call you out in public because, yo, bro, we need to call out people who do bitch ass shit. Like in society, we don't do that shit. Like we just keep it in locker rooms and shit. But like if you're not putting in the hard work and the result affects me, bro, I respect that shit. Call out bitch ass niggas doing bitch ass shit from here on forward. You feel me? Because
I do understand your camera's point. Like everything is not for the camera, but at the same time, we live our lives in front of the camera. Like the NBA players live their lives in front of
That's a
cameras.
fact.
Like that's just what it is. That's what we signed up for. That's why we get paid $50 million a year. It's just the job we signed up for. And
So now what happens if James Harden takes it personal and no longer cares to build a strong foundation due to how
Bye,
he may
nigga.
feel?
Bye. What the fuck?
But
you gotta understand. You gotta understand. But no.
Time, money, and
See,
$200 million.
No. See, you gotta understand. James Harden is a different nigga. I mean, Joel Embiid is a different nigga. Joel Embiid played all year without Ben Simmons and got them to the number 2 seed and James Harden got there end of the year. They was already good. James Harden got there it's a different feeling when you know you can do it without that person. You are in a whole different stratosphere. And if Joel Embiid felt like he needed a number 2, he wouldn't have said that. I just need help, a little bit of help. But when you're in
effort,
I don't need the glisten glam. Joel Embiid got the Sixers there. James Harden came at the end of the year, and he ain't played that good the entire playoffs, and we still got to where we needed. These niggas were down 0-2. Joel Embiid came back with a broken face and his hip out of place, and that's when we won again. When you are in a place when you know I don't need you, say whatever the fuck I want. You gotta make yourself valuable. I don't have to put your value for you. You got to make yourself valuable.
Yeah.
You think Joel Embiid said, "Yeah, I need James Harden"? Not if you playing like that, nigga. Bye. You just Ben Simmons all over again. You Ben Simmons with braids and dark skin now and liking strippers. Ben Simmons likes white women. Call Amber.
That's sick.
It's crazy, isn't it? Kendall, is you with?
Yeah, Kendall.
I thought
Maybe
that
he
was
likes
with
Booker.
Devin Booker.
No, that's Devin Booker.
I usually get Devin Booker and him like
Yeah,
confused
same,
with
that
their social
sounds
life.
same nigga.
That sounds racist.
That's Devin Booker.
But they beige. It's beige on beige crime.
My name, man. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know why I am.
But he fell for
Yeah,
that.
that's it. You don't know
felt-
what
he-
the nigga is.
He fell to the Kardashians.
Just not white.
though.
Yeah. See? That's it. You don't know what the nigga is.
Just not white. That's
As
the
long
only
as
thing
he's
you
not
can-
white, I don't care what he is. I
That'd
don't know what
be
the
a
nigga
good
is.
ass shirt, bro. At least I'm not white.
You wear that, nigga. The fuck is this nigga talking? This nigga's crazy. You
Yo.
put that on. You want to get ads. Yeah.
Yo,
Niggas would
yeah,
definitely
man.
buy that shit.
that is a
bro.
crazy
That
Yeah.
shit going to stir.
Niggers.
That shit going to stir. Oh,
Niggers.
oh my god.
Nah, bro.
That's going to stir some shit, bro.
Oh, man. Let's get to music. Let's do it. This is what I know y'all been waiting for.
Let's talk about
for all
them
these niggas.
drops in order.
All these niggas reviews.
Let's talk about the drops in order. What,
Future came out first.
Future was first.
Future Hendrix.
Yeah, I never liked you. How do y'all feel about it?
That shit.
Because I know how I feel about it.
Uh-oh.
That shit.
Oh no! Oh, that shit was amazing.
Oh, okay, all right.
I loved Future's
I
album.
thought it was amazing.
I love that.
good.
That's the best Future album since what was the double one.
Yeah,
I love that album. I love it.
I can agree, 100%. This is the best project in a while.
In a while, I don't.
Not that the last one sucked, but this one was just really fucking good.
Yeah, I don't know how else to put it, but
And I'm so glad that how we spoke about it prior
Yeah.
to its drop, how the song with Drake and Thames goes fucking crazy.
Wow.
I'm so
Yeah,
glad.
yeah,
Like it
How it
worked
worked
out.
out. Yeah,
Like I'm really glad because that
good.
song is amazing. I
Phenomenal.
think that it has the potential to be song of the summer, personally.
phenomenal.
That song is amazing, and that project was really fucking good.
And like he did find a way to kind of slide in other content with. I mean, it just I don't know.
There's a lot of There was a lot of songs that also felt very Dirty Sprite 2-ish.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it was all around. I think really fucking solid.
It was a
did a good
really.
fan
There's like maybe 1 or 2 skips for me, really, but like I can listen to that shit, and I'm going to listen to that shit for a minute.
Massage Me. I think I listen to that song every day. That's such a good song.
Yo,
And the Chicken song with ESTG, like that's a good album.
chicken, yo, and that outro, the outro song is he ended that whole project with "After I Fuck Let Me
Rhythm,
Cry on Your
bro.
Shoulder."
Like,
Yeah, so that's really like I don't have anything besides saying it's a good project. I don't know where else to, and I'm glad he's like, it's good when like the heavyweights deliver.
Mm-hmm.
It's good when
And his numbers, his first week was what, over 200? It was like
Over
225, I think.
Oh really? Did he do that? Oh,
yeah,
shit.
Yeah.
over 200.
Yo,
Yeah,
bro,
that
I'm
was
telling
fire.
you, Future's that dude.
I mean, Future's a heavyweight, so I don't expect.
I saw, but we had a conversation before. I don't remember exactly how. I don't remember because we have a podcast once a week. But I remember saying like Future's up there in that tier, with not the big 3 necessarily, but even
No,
like he's not
Future
obviously
is a
in the
leg-
big 3, but like he's on that like level. He's
Walter,
pushed
you're
out
asking
2
what label Future's on? It's Epic Sony.
I know. Yeah, but sometimes artists sign deals for multiple albums and then put out bullshit albums because they want to save this album for a certain one. So I was curious to see.
No, I think Future's past that.
This is Epic Sony. He's a legacy act. He's not going nowhere.
yeah,
Okay,
he's
okay,
past
okay.
that.
Yeah. But yeah, he's on the Epic.
This is
Sony.
actually this is what it was. This conversation we had.
Mm-hmm.
Future can rap about the same shit
Oh yeah,
and it'll be good.
and it'll be forever.
Sensational.
But I think my point I was making was even if you are in a space of speaking on, let's say, relationships, there has to be a varying level, right? Being the piece of shit. Like, even Future's interviews were tailored towards, I'm not the piece of shit. You know what I'm saying? That's
Okay.
what, like, I'm not the piece of shit.
Yeah.
So it sounds like this music is tailored to, I'm not the, like, it's a different take on the ideology of relationships that he's talking about. And like he says in an interview, I'm not trying to lean into being the piece of shit. Now he's like, okay, now I think because he's older, he's like, hey, I'm not the problem here all the time. And then he's giving you that's what I mean when I say, yo, it's kind of got to change a little bit because niggas aren't going to be trying to listen to a 40-year-old talk about fuck her and leave her on the bed with no pants on and kick her in the crib to find her own cab. Like, that's weird.
I feel you.
I see you. Yeah, that's
So I
fair.
think that's where I was trying to delineate that too. But yeah, I don't think he's found it. Future's a legend, so he finds a creative way to stick with the same concept
Yeah.
as the legend should. So I love this album.
Yes.
Amazing.
Album's fire.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Now the project after this one, which is so heavily discussed for such a long
Wow,
time.
yeah, we didn't get the chance to talk about this the way we wanted to last week, of course. But Jack,
Harlow, Come Home, the Kids Miss You. Who wants? You want to lead? Want to lead with this one?
I enjoyed it.
Well, everyone
Well,
is.
but I see the world hated it.
yeah, the world.
No,
seems
wait,
Twitter,
not the world.
Twitter,
The
social
critic,
media, social media.
the critics
I'm
hate.
gonna
the
say
cri-
social media.
The
yeah.
critics and social media seemingly hated it, but it wasn't. It was the critics and then the critics on social media and then some of social media. That's how I categorize the hate. It was the critics on social media, and then some of social media.
Pitchfork gave it a 2.9.
2.9 out of 10.
What? They some haters. He definitely took their bitch.
He took all of Pitchfork's
He
bitch.
did. The
Hey,
entire office.
the entire
Because
office
I'm
is
like,
bitch.
It's not that bad. 2.9 is like you have a vendetta against. him.
Yeah.
Yeah. It seemed like he was really targeted to like really just get thrown under the bus by these like
Everyone.
journalists and bloggers and shit. It's really crazy. I was really like caught off guard actually.
Let's talk about it a little bit. What did you guys look for from this album?
I had no expectations going into this album because
Okay.
one, he's had one album. The one album he did have was really fucking good. And two, I don't feel like Jack Harlow has a specific like bag yet. You know, like he doesn't have his. There's not like one thing you could pin him on that you're like looking for. Like I feel like he's also still finding himself as an artist. Like there's nothing like you don't. I don't know what anyone would expect to hear from a Jack Harlow album. Like I don't know what the expectation is. You know what I mean? Like, so I went into this with no expectations except knowing that the last one was really good. So I would figure maybe this one would just be better in terms of sound quality because he's much more of a star now than he was when the first one came out. And he's been surrounded by a lot of more stars now than from the first one. So the production and the quality of the album is the only thing I was really expecting to improve for the most part. And I feel like it did personally. That's what a lot of people were saying that the beats were like trash. I was like, I thought the production was really good on this project personally. What do y'all look for? Like when y'all play this album, like what are you expecting when you put on a Jack Harlow album or the second album? Like what was your expectations?
I went in with a blank canvas, truthfully, because I didn't know much of Jack's previous work. I should have checked up on it, but
I mean, there's only one album, really.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he's had music prior to that, but like, that's not mainstream Jack Harlow. That's like,
I mean, I liked it.
that was like teenage Jack Harlow.
Like I feel like he's still finding his voice and like not his voice, his sound, but I enjoyed it. I mean, he has his own niche. I know he's working on that, but I don't hate it. Like I can't generally say I hate it because I was bopping to it. It's it's some good shit for a white boy.
It seems like everyone was expecting like a 5-star classic album,
Which is
and I don't know
bad
why.
because like
Like, I don't know what would lead you to believe it would be like a
Yeah.
5-star classic, like a life-changing
I'm
album.
assuming probably because social media would see these artists around other bigger artists and they would expect that same criteria, which is bullshit because like if a average Joe is just chilling with Drake, that don't mean he about to have some fucking take care level bars, bro. Like average Joe is just gonna be shit.
And we're in a whole different time.
Yeah, so like, but I mean, I guess that's my theory. Like a lot of people believe that it was gonna be,
And all the Drake comparisons, too, and I don't understand why
which
as well.
is two different fucking things. But I don't know. I liked it.
Like, I think I get it in the sense of, like, maybe the tone in which he raps. But, like, I don't understand why.
He's from Kentucky, isn't it?
Yeah. Like,
I mean,
I can see maybe in the nonchalantness and the tone, it sounds very room for improvement-ish and, like, so far gone-ish maybe in the way he probably tries to deliver his bars. But, like, I don't think he's trying to be like Drake.
I still think he's finding his sound, but it was good. To completely shit on it is wild because that's
2.9 is crazy.
That's just fucking hate. Like that's OD hatred. Like,
And these journalists were really just dragging it. Like, dragging it. It was
I don't
really,
know.
it was really crazy.
But y'all takes?
I didn't care that the album was coming out, so like I really had nothing. Like I didn't give a fuck. Like I'm not. It's not like I listen to Jack Harlow often. I don't give a shit. Like it didn't matter. So Jack Harlow album come out, I put it on, and I find myself just enjoying the music. The production is, I know he says it's phenomenal. I think the production is really good. The songs sound amazing. They flow perfectly. Even First Class in album sounds better than it does outside of the album. So everything sounds good. I think the issue was what people's critique was once the Drake song leaked. I think that the shift started to happen in terms of the expectations. And I think that was a big. I don't know if the team did it on purpose. I know they always say it was an accident, but I find big records like that hard to leak by accident. But they seem genuinely they seem genuinely upset that it leaked. But that was his best rap performance on the album by far.
Yeah.
So I think
Rightfully so, too, because look at who you're on the song with.
So I think people were looking for the album to sound like that, but I wasn't because I don't care for Jack Harlow to be a lyricist because I don't.
Yeah, like I don't understand what the expectation is.
I don't look for I don't look for Jack Harlow to give me lyrics. That's not what I like from him. I like that he makes songs that sound good.
Yeah.
I don't like I think it's not like if Benny the Butcher, if that song leaks and then the rest of the album sounds like a pop, I'm like, what the fuck is going on? But I didn't think Jack Harlow was a lyricist like everyone. It seemed like all these reviews were looking for him to be a lyricist. I'm like, when did that happen?
Yeah.
Like, when did Jack Harlow become this?
Like that expectation.
Yeah, the
was
expectation for him to be
supposed
a lyrical phenomenon. That's not what the fuck I'm looking for. And I might turn that shit off because that's not what I'm looking for from this artist.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it seemed like you know, and a lot of people saying he was doing a Drake imitation. I'm like, Jack Harlow's always sound like this. So I don't really get.
Yeah, I
what-
feel like it's just the tone in which he raps in, which just sounds like nonchalant.
I
You know
do
what I mean?
think that once that record leaked, and he rapped very well on that record, that everyone's like, oh shit, this is exactly who we want. This is what it's gonna sound like. And I'm like, no, he makes fun records. He makes songs like Dua Lipa and Side Chick and I don't know, there's another one I like, but he makes records like that get people moving and get people going. I don't know what else y'all are looking for when that's the records. You know, he comes from What's Poppin'. Like, I don't know what, and 4C with Chris Brown. Like, I don't know what y'all are looking for, but yes, he had it's more so rare, really lyrical performance with Drake because he's on the song with Drake. Why is that now the expectation that he's a bar god on every song? I was confused.
I feel you.
That's not what I'm looking for. I mean, that's not what he's been. And because you hear him rap well once, it's now that's what you want. And it seemed like all the publications fed into that. And I think as a publication, you should be a little bit smarter than that. If that's not what he's tend to giving you. So, like, why you know, I don't know. I enjoyed the album in terms of, like, it sounded great. It's great to listen to in the car. It's great to just put on when there's girls around. Like, it's just a
It's
great
good background music. Like,
yeah, it's good. Like, it's good, and I you know, I think, you know, for me, it's like gives me the calm 6.57 out of 10 ish. Like, it's cool, it's smooth. Like, the beats are really good. I don't know why people say the beats. I like the production a lot. So I don't know where everybody's, you know.
yeah, people really say it's like the worst rap album ever. I'm like, yo,
I'm
boy,
like,
y'all
but
dragging it.
that is also to the being around Drake and people thinking he sounds like Drake and all that.
Yeah.
That's the hate that comes with hanging with Drake.
Yeah, that was, and kind of come me on a journey real quick. First of all, the album's pretty damn good. If you were a Jack Harlow fan before you knew him in social media, you appreciate the album. Like, those are the albums he's made from the beginning. Like,
Yeah.
I low-key found Jack on like a Bryson Tiller song back in the day, and this is his trajectory as a musician. But like, when I look at Jack, I think he has the problem that a one-hit wonder has, but his is extended over time, where your brand becomes bigger than your music. Like,
I can see that.
And with one-hit
see that.
wonders, it happens overnight. But with Jack, it happens
extended forever
over
now,
time.
yeah.
But now, as a public figure, he's an A-list celebrity. But in reality, he's a B-list artist.
But
people are real quick. People
Oh,
are
no,
expecting A-list music from him because he's with A-list celebrities. But like, he's gonna get to an A-list eventually. But he started as a C. Now he's in a B. And I think that's where the hate came.
But am I incorrect to thinking that happened like mad quick? I'm like, where did that, like, when was Jack Harlow this, like when did, yo, bro, the projection for the album was like 250. I was like, when did this happen?
Because who he's with, I mean, he blew up with Drewski, and Drewski is A-list now. Like, they literally...
Drewski is not A-list celebrity.
Huh?
Drewski is not an A-list celebrity.
Okay, I dragged. For Black Twitter he is.
Jack Harlow is a bigger celebrity than Drewski.
He is, but I'm saying, like, they were on a similar trajectory, but his brand as Jack Harlow, from his great marketing team, that's what I attributed to. Like,
Yeah, but I feel like it happened in like 7 days.
You know what I think it is? I think
It
it's just that the world and, like, you know, the music game is trying to peg who the next guy is.
Okay.
They're searching for a desperate.
They're trying
Yeah.
to see who the next guy is. And granted, I was one of the people who I think Jack Harlow is the next star. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think they're just trying to peg him because of how he looks, which is like a white guy.
Yeah.
And, you know, the machine is always going to back that up. Because at the end of the day, there's not many white rappers that are so acclaimed in the hip-hop community.
Yeah.
There's very limited amounts. Like,
I don't know, man. I just think we've disappointed a lot. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I think a lot of our guys that we expect to be next sucked.
yeah,
Roddy
No.
sucked.
Chance.
Corday, we don't give a
Oh,
shit.
yeah,
Chance was
Chance,
a letdown.
I don't even
think
know
Chance
what-
was the last big one that
I just
he
seen
was
Chance
supposed to
put
be
out a
pegged.
freestyle with Vic Mensa. Leave him like, what are we talking about? Get Johnny Depp on the record. Huh?
Yo, yeah, you guys.
All right.
Nah.
Big,
But I do think that's what it was. I think that they would. Look at what we're looking for in
Put the
music.
niggas in Pirates on the.
Look what we're looking for in music.
That nigga put Vic Mensa. All right, bro.
yeah, but
I saw that and I didn't click it.
they're like brothers from like
I
back
don't,
in Chicago.
nigga. I'm
like,
not. If he's my brother, you're not getting on the song with me, nigga.
no, like it's like his
I'm
dad
calling
is
mom
home.
and telling her, do not. I'm not picking up the phone.
Don't
I ain't-
invite him over Thanksgiving.
Don't invite him over Thanksgiving because he sucks. So no, I don't care if it was Vic. I don't care if they brothers. I don't care if they're from Chicago and it was on O Block with
Yeah,
Dirk. I
literally-
don't care.
Okay.
He sucks.
does not-
He stinks. He fucking stinks.
All right.
If
But
you
I
could-
do.
Na- if
Stop,
you, no,
John,
sorry.
stop.
If you can name 4 Big Mensa songs, I got $100 for you.
No one can.
All right,
but-
cool. There you go.
I do think they were trying to pin Jack Harlow as like the next big thing, and what comes with that is the hate.
And expectations.
Yeah,
Expectations.
yeah, all of that, all of that.
And he still did what,
And
110?
I think he's still, good. Like I still think he serves his purpose.
Yeah.
But the thing is with Jack, what I've noticed through watching his interviews, he's very well aware that this was going to happen. He literally said in an interview with Zane Lowe, he said, the world's going to turn on you. He said that there's going to be a day where they turn on me. I'm very, very ready and aware for that.
And that's what comes with having the people like Drake and them
And
around
like,
you.
he was like, yo, I've been around Drake. He said, yo, they're going to turn on you, bro. It's okay. That's just what it is.
That's crazy.
He said, they're going to turn on me. I cannot, you know what I mean? I can't take that shit seriously. And then his Breakfast Club interview, you know, he talked about how he moved back to Kentucky because he felt like he wasn't grounded enough, you know? He wasn't grounded enough. He said, yo, bro, like, the money and the shit's getting to me. I need to go back home.
Wow. That's
He
great
said, and
self-awareness.
then he was just like, yo, bro.
and he's young, bro. He's 24.
He's like, yo, my mom was kind of, he said how his mom said to him how she felt like he was floating away. And then he was like, that's when I knew I need to move back. That's when I knew. And as an artist that has that self-awareness, you're going to be around for a very long
No,
time.
that's amazing.
You're going to be around for a long time.
That's good
That's fire.
because most don't have that self-awareness.
Most people don't.
I mean, yeah, most people in general don't.
Fuck
have that
artists.
self-awareness.
Most people don't have that type
But
of.
to be able to like feel and ground yourself, like, nah, I gotta go back to the roots. I mean, also it definitely helps having people around you that are coming from the same like
Yeah.
position that you were when you first coming up. But that's wild that he actually acknowledged that very, very early on.
Yeah. So I think. I don't think. Yeah. I don't know why people are giving Jack Harlow's album so much
But
shit.
I think it's just that whole factor of like him being around the
Yeah.
big stars is where it's like, all right, if he's around, he's got to have some shit, which is fuck. Like, don't get me wrong, like it's good on the artist's part because that means you're turning heads, you're getting
Yeah.
recognition, you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, and it's getting love for it. But like, that doesn't mean. Well, no, that sounds a little bit counteractive. What I was about to say, it doesn't mean like you should be up on their level, even though you are in a way.
I think that it seems like Drake, you know, even on the record with him and Drake is kind of passing the torch, like, oh, he's up next. And I know people don't necessarily like that because I don't think a lot of people like Drake.
You
In
know,
ter-
yeah,
in-
a
like,
lot of
you-
people hate.
Yeah,
a
they
lot of people
really-
hate Drake.
People hate Drake.
A lot of people
just like
hate
people
Drake.
hated.
I used
Hov.
to hate Drake. Derek knows. I used to fucking hate Drake.
Just like people hated.
But
Hov.
like, I gave him his flowers because it's just
It's who he
you
is, yeah.
can't- It's like hating Kobe. It's like hating.
Yeah, Joe was talking about
fucking-
Joe hated at one point.
Like you just gotta like acknowledge the
like,
greatness.
yeah, they're just it is what it is.
So
And then I think we see that with
with Jack. Or
no, I mean I think yes, we see that once you align yourself with somebody, you know, it's like going to play with LeBron. You're naturally just going to be the team that people don't root for all the time.
Yeah.
That's just what it is. So to end this, I liked Jack's album. I don't
Same.
know what y'all were listening to. I fucking enjoyed that album. I did
That was
not.
good.
I was not looking for Illmatic. I was looking for a
Deadass.
Jack Harlow album, and that's what I got. A much improved Jack Harlow album because there's some records I really, really enjoy. I love the Poison song with Lil Wayne. I don't know.
Yo,
why
that's
I
like one of my
hated
favorite songs.
Yeah.
on
I don't know
Project.
why I hated that shit.
Yeah, that shit was really fucking good.
Dua
Motherfuckers
Lipa,
is-
it's going to sound great outside on a rooftop.
motherfuckers just want to listen to you scaring the bitches away music. That's what it is.
Yeah, like I'm not trying. Yeah, do not scare the B words away. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Like,
I don't know.
Like Jack said in that song with Drake, when the whole world loves you, there's only one way to stand out.
Right. The Justin Timberlake song is also great.
yeah.
The Like a Blade of Grass, the song is I like. Like what?
The
Don't
Pharrell song.
the Pharrell
I'm
song.
still taking away how Pharrell legit showed love on that. Because, like,
Pharrell did a
bro,
really good job
Pharrell,
producing.
like, if you, like, I'm pretty sure, like, a nonchalant average person probably would think of Pharrell, like, oh, okay, yeah, whatever. But, like, motherfuckers got to remember who Pharrell is, like,
Yeah.
production-wise.
Come
like,
on.
to get the green light and, like, hop on a track with Pharrell as well.
And yeah, my favorite record, I Got a Shot. It's because I don't know who produced that, but it's just such a good. It's a different change of pace on the album. I love that song. So yeah, I just listen, man. I don't know what y'all listen to, but I like it.
It's in my rotation.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's gonna be in my rotation for.
Yeah.
as
a
I'm
while.
driving, that's what I
Like,
turn on when I get sad listening to Kendrick's album. So
Let's get to it. Walter's favorite rapper of all
oh
time.
man.
okay, listen, hey,
Son.
let's have an adult conversation.
That's
Let's
crazy.
have an adult conversation about this album. All right. So let's get to Johnny.
I'm gonna let Wall lead
You
this
are a
one.
hater.
No,
bro.
I didn't say anything.
son.
Nah, from jump.
No,
That's
I didn't say
crazy.
anything. Listen, I want you to lead this topic because I know you've been waiting for 5 years. So
My
I would like.
expectations are low just because I don't want to be this.
What?
No, not for this album, just in general.
Okay.
Because as a fan, I realize put them expectations real low so that you don't
Okay.
get disappointed. Because I feel like that methodology is
we
amazing.
we could talk for 4
Okay.
hours about this album.
But
Kendrick
son,
Lamar, Mr. Morale, and the Big Steppers.
Mr.
Walter.
Morale and the Big Steppers.
Part 1, apparently, maybe.
No, I
Oh,
think this was a double disc because it was, or at least on the track list it says.
No,
9,
I know
9,
Apple
9.
Music. I know Apple Music. I thought Apple Music fucked my shit up. I had it and then it went away and then it did again.
On Spotify, it was just the whole.
No, it was just Apple Music that was fucking up.
Oh no, Spotify it just had the whole.
It was just Apple
All
Music
right,
that was
well,
fucking up.
these stream services ain't paying us. So but
Facts.
yeah,
Well,
blank.
Well,
is
they
blank.
fucked up.
Yeah, whatever they was doing. So
I would love for Walter to lead this.
who
though.
wants to start with
Oh, Walter
Mr. Morale and the
no
Big Steppers?
problem.
Walter should lead this.
I think I
Rightfully
can
so.
summarize my take in a few words.
Don't summarize it. We got plenty of time.
Okay. Well, take as long as you need to make the best music possible. I'll leave it at that.
That doesn't help anybody understand how you feel about the album.
I'm kind of.
Oh no, it's the take was he waited too long for his album. And I'm like, yo, when you produce the quality of music like this, it's okay to take 4
No,
or 5
but
years.
what do you feel about the album, Walter?
Yeah.
Fuck everybody's gonna think what they think.
That's when I listened to it. That's what I thought. Like, yo, sometimes you have to go through shit to make. You have to live life and experience new things and learn new things and change perspectives to make music that actually matters. Like, if you want to make music about women and hurting women and all that shit, that's easy. But if you want to make music that means something and that speaks to someone, to this day, when I listen to The Heart Part 5 and I heard it a week ago, I still get goosebumps. Like, no, I don't get that shit from anything else.
No, my take on that song stays. That is the best rap
Yeah.
song to come out this year.
Do I wish that more of the album made me feel that wow, Rush, yeah,
Okay.
but I don't know if any artist is capable of making a song that stops you in your tracks, makes you change your perspective, make you watch it several times, look for the meaning to it. To expect that for an album throughout for 15 songs, 13, 15 songs, that's impossible. But do I wish that was the case? Yeah, but is the perspective like there's a song where he talks about that the fact that a woman in his family was trans and turned to a man and no one cared or no one like made it a big deal, but then he later says that there was a male who was trans and turned to a woman and now like the whole family shuns them and cuts them off and like to express that in a song and it still sonically sound good but have that much
It's great
like
storytelling.
it's like past music. Like he made art, and it just happened to be in the form of sonics. Like ain't nobody doing that shit, bro. Like the societal impact. If you really sit back, you have to listen to it 3 or 4 times, and every time you listen to it, you gain more of the picture. Like if you watch a really good movie and you watch it once. Oh, cool, this is good. You watch it again, and you learn more about it and see more connections as you watch it time and time again. And that's, I think, what art's about. You feel me? Like, so that shit's phenomenal. Does it have replay value? I'm going on a limb and say, not really. Am I playing this repeatedly? Nah. But did I listen to it almost like going to a museum and looking at a piece of art? You won't go to the MoMA every day, but like when you go and you're like, oh, wow, like this shit is special. Like, so that's my take. Replay value, no. Artistic value through the roof. No one's coming close to that shit.
Oh no, I want to hear what you got to say, man.
He said,
I really enjoyed Walter's take just now because I feel similar sentiments to an extent. So let's start with this, right? This is the perfect album to sucker me into everything Kendrick's talking about, right? And when I say sucker me, and I don't mean it in a negative way, he's talking about his, his writer's block, therapy, the things he's going through, like all those things as a man somebody that's gone through certain things, you're like, all right, cool. Like, I have to love this. So I listened to it the first time. Okay, cool. But then now, as somebody that's like, okay, now I'm going to talk about the music, you have to separate yourself from, okay, of course I love what he's talking about. I love that he's mentioning this and that, but I have to separate myself from what I love to actually make a logical critique on what's the sound of this music. It was, I don't hate the album. I've just seen Kendrick kind of balance both before. It's not the best sound. You know, so To Pimp a Butterfly, right? It's something that, you know, because it was a kind of a social commentary on the black community to me, on black history. To Pimp a Butterfly, it's not something you got right away, but you got it quicker than you maybe will get this piece of music, because the sound of that album was very fine. It was very it was based on a lot of jazz. It was based on a lot of classic. So To Pimp a Butterfly, immediately I knew how great that sounded. It was just a great sounding album. You could take all the voices out of that album and you can hear how great it sounded. There are moments where I was like, I don't know what Kendrick's doing here, and I usually never get that from Kendrick. There are moments I'm like, I don't really know. I don't really get what he's doing here. Like, I get, yes, it's deep. I hear that, but like, what about how this sounds? I don't know what's going on here. I had that a lot. Not a lot. I had that a few times. I'm like, I don't really know what's going on here. I'm not sure what your plan is, what the execution with this was. After I got past, of course, this sounds amazing, you know. Therapy and, you know, the issues with your dad. Like, that was all cool. Cool. I took that. I said, okay, that's great subject matter. I'm cool with that. But what does this sound like? I'm like, all right. Like, you know, there are points where it's like, okay, I got to take a break and turn this off. You know what I mean? Like, you go through it a couple times, like, all right, I got to take a break. I don't want to hear this. And I usually don't get that from Kendrick music. And that maybe goes to Walter's replay value point, but not all great albums have replay value. Illmatic doesn't have replay value, I don't think. I think it's one of the best hip-hop albums of all time. I don't go back and listen to it often. Because I just, like, I know it's good. I know it's classic. To Pimp a Butterfly is another one. I'm cool. Not I'm cool. Sorry, let me rephrase that. You listen to it here and there, but it's not something you just throw on when, you know, people are around. And this album, it seems like that's where it's going to sit. Classic subject matter, of course, and, you know, Kendrick being so vulnerable and all that other stuff. But I don't know if this is where this is going to stay with me in terms of his best. Yeah, if I had to, and this is way too soon to put this in any category or anything like that, so I'm doing this off the whim. This is probably his worst album, if I had to list it. Not to say I didn't enjoy it, because I love the subject matter, and Kendrick Lamar proved on this album he's still the best storyteller ever. But if he's fighting himself, because at this point the big three are only fighting themselves. If he's fighting himself, you know, this is not up there, but it's still, it's a good album. It's a Kendrick album. It's what I expected. I wish the changing voices thing too for me is it's getting a little, it was a little weird now. It's like, not weird, but like, sometimes I just want to hear the talent be the talent. And Kendrick's just one of the most talented rappers I've ever heard. So when he doesn't take the album to express how talented of a rapper he is, it gets weird. Like, I just sometimes love to hear J. Cole rap. You know, when he gets on a beer record and just loses it, like, we just enjoy that. And I hear there's so much going on, and yes, black people, yeah, shit sucks. I know blacks, yes, whatever, yes, shit is wild, Amber Heard and them. But
No one in that case is black.
oh shit. Well, but what I'm saying is, like, sometimes, man, like the Heart Part 5, you can do both. And the way he was able to do that, I don't know. I do wish the album sounded like that, but that's me personally. In terms of me being objective to the actual music, the album's good. What am I supposed to say? But I don't know if I was waiting 5 years for this.
I'm happy you said that.
Yeah, I don't know if I was waiting 5 years of my life for this. Yeah. Like, for me, the best thing about Kendrick is the way he's found his balance. You know what I mean? And I don't know if it took me 5 years to just... I mean, he's just basically told us what he was doing for 5 years. Yeah. He basically just used the album.
Summary.
This was but it's okay too, because this was clearly an album for him. This
I
was
see
not
what
for
you're
us.
saying. I see what you're saying.
Yeah, this was not an album for us. This had nothing to do with us.
Yeah.
He just was like, yo, I'm doing this. And he let us know I had writer's block for 2 years. This was an album for Kendrick. This was not for the people. This was for him. And this album sounds like he might not ever rap again. The way he's like, he's tired. Like, like Kendrick sound like, yo, this is it. This is for me. This is for me getting the last of my thoughts out. And I just want to go do something else. It sounds like Kendrick don't want to rap no more. The difference between, I hate to do the comparison while we're talking about his album, but the difference between the other two guys want to rap more. They want to keep rapping. Drake and J. Cole let us know all the time, they want to keep going. This is what they love to do. Kendrick sounds like, I'm just exhausted. I'm tired. So that is, yeah, the album's cool. It's great. I think what's always made Kendrick, to everyone, better than everyone is he's always found the balance between social commentary and how good of a rapper he is.
Yeah.
And his album clearly didn't give us that. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, I don't know what to tell y'all niggas, man. I don't know. It's cool.
Wow.
That's why I don't want to go next year. I went for so long.
Oh no, I'm going last. Drew.
Storytelling was there, but it's not one of his best albums, truthfully. And I had to go back to his mixtapes, K-Dot days, to listen to like compare. And I hate comparing because obviously you're not supposed to do that.
Right, yeah.
As you grow older and fond of your favorite artists, you start to realize that, they're obviously going to grow themselves too. But it doesn't have replay value for me. It's an amazing album, but the storytelling is there, and obviously, like you said, he's able to balance social commentary and just what he's going through. And obviously, this definitely wasn't for us, 100%. Everyone needs to get that notion out of their head. This was not for us.
Yes, no.
It's to straight up give a summary of what that man has been going through, which, I mean, everyone goes through shit because we're all humans, and we all try to hold it in, especially men try to hold it in. And the guy is a brand new father. I'm pretty sure not too long ago he had a kid. So,
yeah.
It's good, but like I said, my expectations were low, and I wanted them to be low, so then I want to get disappointed. To kind of compare it to like Good Kid, Mad City or to Pimp a Butterfly, it's lower, but it did what it had to do. It did its job.
Yeah.
For sure. I think N95 and I'm trying to remember what other song that really, really hit home for me. The Heart Freestyle 5. It's controversial.
Mm-hmm.
I liked it, but a lot of people are not fond of it. 4 is still my favorite, for sure. 3 and 4 definitely always will hold a special place in my heart, mainly 4. But 5 was amazing. With the whole video stuff with Nipsey and everyone else was amazing. But the album, for 5 years, it's tough. It's really tough to say. But I mean, he is part of the big 3, and it's kind of like I guess you get out of jail free card in a way. But he did.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, Derek, he's about to go off.
Okay. So, none of those 3 takes I was expecting. At all. Biggest takeaway from all 3 of those takes. Kind of like a get out of jail free card. Your opinion, which is obviously subject to change in his worst project. No replay value.
Okay.
And the pedestal that you hold Kendrick Lamar at, to the degree you hold him to, in terms of everything,
Okay.
prior to this drop,
Yep.
you think this project was worth waiting 5 years for? Do you think what he dropped
Yeah.
after being off the face of the earth,
Yeah.
for the most part, for 5 years, this was the optimal outcome of his ability?
That's a good question. I can say no, but also it showed me that that's okay. Like, he's a person going through life creating. Like, it, and you can appreciate it for what it is and get the value from it, what it is, and you can separate that from your own expectations. That's what that kind of got me to see. Like, you would think that after 5 years you'll put the best project out ever, but that's not the case. Like, there are so many factors that go into that. So maybe that's, to Joe's point, as the get out of jail free card, but also like, you're a person. I feel that you put your heart into this, and if that's the final product, but you put your heart into it, I'm okay with that. You feel me? Like, if you put a half-ass album out, don't really try. I like Roddy's album, at least to me, sounded like he didn't really try, and that's what I won't. That's what bothers me as an artist. But if I feel like, yo, you poured your soul into this album, you put everything you had in you, and this is the product, I can live with that. You feel me?
Yeah, I think this is the best album Kendrick could have put out. Like, based on what...
Being gone for 5 years, you think this is the best album?
Yeah, but again, time only builds your expectations. That doesn't change the artist's art process. You feel me? Because what if he made the first song on day 1 and the worst song on day 12,000? You feel me? Like,
that would be no one's fault but his own if he chose to put those two songs that are so far apart on the same project.
Well, what you're saying is why, not fault to him, but why we praise the others. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's you choose to do that, cool. What we expect is what we expect, I think, but that praises the artist that can do it a lot faster and quicker and do it at a high level. You know what I'm saying? But no, continue to take those.
You know, because I'm on surface level. Hold on,
yes, go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
So, I think get out of jail free card is such a specific phrasing to use for Kendrick Lamar that I think is appropriate. Because it's crazy. Because had someone like Drake or J. Cole done this, they would not have the leisure of being so acclaimed. Because for some reason, and I'm not a Kendrick Lamar hater, because I don't hate Kendrick Lamar and I don't dislike Kendrick Lamar. I just don't see what everyone else seems to see.
No, you hiding.
No, I don't see it.
Here you go, bro.
No. I'm high, but you just said this is probably his worst project. You just said this has
that's
no
okay.
replay value.
Yeah,
but you
for
see,
sure.
no, because now y'all are doing exactly what I'm about to say.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Y'all give Kendrick cop-outs.
No, we give him grace.
For what? For taking out 5 years?
Okay. I want you to finish your take because there is a great debate here that I think we should have.
Because I'm going to forget.
Go ahead.
Because meanwhile, even though I say all of this, I think from what it sounds like, I probably enjoy this project the most in this room.
Probably, maybe.
Which is ironic to me because I actually think there is some sort of replay value in this, personally. I've actually played this a couple of times because there are actually some songs on it that I think are really good.
Yeah.
Most of the songs are good.
Yeah.
For sure.
I think Kendrick Lamar is very great at delivering a message.
Yes.
That's what I think he is a vessel for.
Yeah.
He is great at delivering a message. Obviously, some of these songs I can really care less for because they really just don't resonate with me, personally. You know what I mean? Like, but I understand that even though it doesn't resonate with me, a message still has to be sent out because there's still a community in which that message is supposed to reach, regardless of me and my musical intake. Like, you know, that We Cry song together, that We Cry Together song, that was a very toxic song. But I'm sure a lot of people listening to that song, they may have felt that. That Auntie Diary song, I don't really care for that song. But I'm sure that there is a target audience that song is supposed to reach. And it's supposed to resonate with them, and I'm sure it may have. There are a couple of songs, like the song with Blast, I think is really good.
Oh, I love that record. Yeah. That's probably my favorite song.
That's the best radio song on this project.
Special,
Yeah, that's a really good song.
That was really good.
I think the song with Kodak Black is really good. That Savior song, I think is the best song on this project.
Yeah, it's really good too.
Like when I listen to this project, y'all niggas, like not just y'all niggas, but like niggas in general, like I had to look at the lyrics to all of these songs because I need to see. Like I really need to see this plateau we put Kendrick on. And I understand why he gets put on a certain plateau. It's the message.
Yes.
All his music is the message. That's all it is. Because I don't. Y'all saying like this album has no replay value to you guys, which is obviously subject to change, and that's your opinion on it, which is fine. When is the last Kendrick album that had a replay value? Because Untitled Unmastered doesn't have replay value to me. To Pimp a Butterfly, that's a snooze fest. But the message is still meant to go to where it's supposed to go to. I have never heard in my life one person say, let's listen to the Pimp a Butterfly. Granted, you guys feel how you feel about it.
Right. Okay.
But I've never heard one person in my life say, let's listen to Pimp a Butterfly. The only project I've ever heard Kendrick universally get acclaim for and also get requested to listen to is Good Kid, Mad City, and I think Section 80 is the first project he put out.
Yeah.
Those two are like his ones that people like run back still. Like, I don't know who's listening to Pimp a Butterflies though. I don't know who's listening to Untitled Unmastered. Damn is really good. I think Damn is actually what this album was kind of supposed to like be like in a sense of in terms of what you mean with the sonics and the messaging being together. But I feel like the message was just heavier in this project because I don't know if you guys like looked at the lyrics, but like I looked at the lyrics of some of the song and like I said, the song that I think is the best, which is called Savior. He was talking his shit on that song, and he was saying like these artists are not your saviors. He was talking about his opinion on the vaccine, about how some people were against the vaccine until they needed the vaccine, and then he got COVID, so then he started questioning whether Kyrie was right or wrong. How authentic he is, like he was talking his shit on some of these songs.
Yeah.
He really was. So I understand the terms of messaging, but I feel like he just gets so much grace, and I just think that's unfair for someone that's in the big three because the other two don't get that. Like that's why I say I don't see it. I don't see why he gets the get out of jail free card, but someone like Drake or J. Cole won't get it because J. Cole will put out For Your Eyes Only and get ripped to shreds. Drake will come out with CLB and people will call it garbage, yet that's what you'll hear all the time because at the end of the day, that's more relatable and it just sounds better. I don't understand why Kendrick gets the get out of jail free card, but these other two don't. Yet we hold Kendrick to such a high standard that he can miss 5 years of putting out music. Put out this project, sonically is subpar, message aside, and then probably he's not going to be out for another 5 years again because, like John said, it doesn't sound like he wants to fucking make music. Yet we hold him in such high regard. That's what I don't understand. That's what confuses me. The Hard Part 5, I think that song was whatever, except for the last verse.
Wow.
The last verse was a great verse.
Okay, it was.
And which is why last week when we spoke about it, I don't think it was the best song of this year, which is why I told John, I said on the mic, but it may be the most impactful song. I can agree to that sentiment. It may be the most impactful song of the year. I can agree to that. Do I think it's the best song of the year? No. I can't rap one bar on this song because I don't really care because it didn't make me go back. The Heart Part 4 was 100% better than the song. So I agree with you, Joe. I think that's the best The Heart song from the series. The Heart Part 5, I think, just gets a pass because he's speaking from the vessel of Nip in the third verse, which is okay because that verse is great, and I felt like he meant what he was saying. It was meaningful. It's the message. It's always the message. Kendrick always has the message.
And to answer your question, first of all, that was very well spoken. That was very well said. Yeah, that was great. We got to make a clip out of that. But two, I think he gets that grace because he sacrifices the sonic melody to get his message across. Like, he is literally saying, like, you don't think that he could have made sonically songs that resonate with us more. He has the physical ability to do that, but he's saying, yo, fuck all that. Fuck replay value. Fuck the radios. I'm going to make music that I can get the message out to you because I want you to see something differently or I want you to change your perspective. I care about that more than anything else because he could have put together music that would sell. He could. He's that talented. But he's saying, fuck that, bro. Getting y'all to see a different perspective because the way you're living is self-detrimental and you're killing your community inside and outside. And I care about that and changing that parasitic mentality that a lot of black people have, myself included, over making music that we want to hear. And that's why he gets the pass. That's why he gets the pass, bro. He cares about changing shit better than making phenomenally sonic music, and that's why we love him, because he's one of the forces fighting against the evil of the music industry on some like conspiracy shit. But like a lot of niggas feed into that toxic, go shoot niggas, we don't let these hoes, fuck all that shit. Like that shit is easier to sell, and they know that. But he's saying, nah, bro, I want shit to change. I want you to hear my message, and hopefully some random ass kid in Mississippi, I changed his life, and now he goes on to be someone better because of my music. And that is why it's a same with Nipsey. Nipsey was a light.
And this, after
Bro, I'm
sure.
telling you, bro, they want change for the black community better than music. And that's why, Kendrick, you have all the passes you want. Get your message across, bro.
That's crazy.
That's just more important
That's
than record sales or melodies and shit, bro.
I don't buy anything.
Changing lives,
I don't
nigga.
buy anything you just said because
That's
just
fine.
I don't buy anything you just said for the fact that just because I don't believe he sacrifices the sonics
Yeah.
of the music to get the message across because you took 5 years. That sacrificing the sonics is your output being put out so fast, you're not letting the sonics sit for you to understand them or for you to care more about them. Because you bring up Nip.
Yeah.
Nip has just as impactful messages
Yeah.
and the sonics match. And he had more output than Kendrick, which is
Correct.
fine. They're two different people.
Yeah.
They're two different people. But that everything you just said just puts the blanket on the sonics of it. Because you took 5 years.
Yeah.
You say and you question, you ask, you think he couldn't, take the time out to care about the sonics, but
Yeah.
he cared more about the message. But it's like, no, you should care about the sonics if you're gonna care about the message as much, because you need both of them to go hand in hand, so it has a bigger outreach at the end of the day.
Yeah.
It's possible because he has that song with Blast on the project,
Yeah.
and that song is great,
That's
and that's
fire.
what's gonna be on the radio, and it has a message in it. They all have messages, but you not getting a pass from being gone for 5 years because this is not the best project you could have put out in 5 years all around. Message-wise, I think it was on par
Yes.
for whoever it was supposed to reach. I think every song
Yeah.
has a different target audience. Every song. It was structured well, to the best of his ability, but there's a target audience for all of these songs, whether it be Father Time, whether it be fucking Savior, whether it be Silent Hills, whether it be N95, whether it be Auntie Diaries, like they all have different, whether we cry together, they all have different target audiences. He's trying to reach the masses
Yeah.
with this message.
Okay.
You're trying to reach the masses with the message that took you 5 years to get out for your own reasons. You said for 2 years you had writer's block. It's like he just has. I just get out of jail free card. That's the best I can explain this.
And
that was a perfect way to summarize it. Really.
let me ask you this real quick, because this is the first question. Listening to this album, I thought about you. If this album came out in 9 months, would it change your perspective and review of it?
Like 9 months
Like,
after Damn.
9 months after Damn, or a year and a half. Does the length of this?
Absolutely.
It would. Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Because if he would hypothetically put this out 9 months after Damn,
Yeah.
that's fucking crazy.
Okay.
This is 5 years.
Yeah, but you keep bringing that up, bro. Like.
Yeah, because if Drake didn't drop an album for 5 years, you have an expectation. If J. Cole didn't put a project out for 5 years, you have an expectation. So why when Kendrick put an album out after 5 years, we give him grace.
Yeah, but you keep saying your he does, like, our expectation as fans doesn't change his creative process. You keep inserting your expectation into his musical process. You, like, the time has built your expectation, but like he doesn't know us or care about, like, he's creating shit that matters to him. Your expectations come from us, but like that's separate from his process and his art. Like, you keep injecting your perspective and
Do you apply that rule to every artist?
no, I don't.
And that's
That's a good point.
Because is every artist's message as deep, as impactful as his. He could make radio shit all the time, bro. Like, he can make shit that everyone else makes. He can make shit that can sell. But when the message is there, you have to grow and learn and mean the shit. You think most artists who drop music mean that shit, bro? No, they're just making it because it's output. They're putting it out because it's their job.
I'm putting him only next to the other two he's always put next to. And I think both
Yeah.
of those artists do.
Okay.
Mean what they say,
but
their
everyone's
message.
different. Like, and you don't think Kendrick's message it may not reach as far as J. Cole's, but there's a level of complexity to Kendrick's message that J. Cole maybe
Why wouldn't I
dips his
think it
toes
reaches
in.
as much? I feel like it would reach, if not more.
No, and I hear you. I hear you.
Oh, this was very enjoyable. Kendrick got to drop an album, has to drop an album every week for you niggas to debate like this. I loved everything y'all said because everything has a different point. But I want to break it down to not simple. I want to break it down to these certain pieces, right? So, one thing, Derek, do you think Kendrick has ever put out a bad album
Yes.
besides this today?
Bad,
Like,
and
like-
to me? Like what I think is bad?
No, we're not going to talk about ourselves. We're going to talk about the masses. The general consensus. Do you think that the general consensus Kendrick has ever put out any bad work?
Nope.
I think we all know that the public has thought Cole and Drake have put out bad albums.
Yep.
So I think that if Kendrick has anything that is, we all agree this album's not bad. So if anything that's not to what we would expect from Kendrick Lamar, which is respectfully, and I'm going to be 1,000%, as much as how we feel about Kendrick Lamar, because we both critique Kendrick's timeline a lot. But what we cannot critique is that the masses see everything, have reviewed every other album as a masterpiece. It's not just good, it's not just great, it's a masterpiece. So for us to be like, hey, why is it grace? It's not grace, it's just not a masterpiece. And for Kendrick, even if we want to call it a rollout, right? His rollout to this album was, hey, I'm not the best. I don't have my phone and all this other shit he was saying. He's kind of told us, hey, this album's about to be for me, and I don't know if I'm gonna rap no more. So going into this, I didn't think it was gonna be a masterpiece because he kind of told me it wasn't going to be.
But I also don't need it to be a masterpiece. My thing is that when it comes with the graces, I feel like the masses will never say when Kendrick Lamar actually has a bad album.
Yeah, but this isn't bad. So what are they gonna say?
No, but I'm saying
He's never had a bad album.
Yeah.
No,
Kendrick Lamar has
and
never
his-
put out bad piece of music in his entire life.
Facts.
He's never breathed bad.
Yeah.
That's the thing. And I know
And
like
that's the grace I'm
he's-
talking about.
It's not, but
that's
bro,
what he's earned.
This is Kendrick Lamar has never breathed a bad piece of music his entire life. Like there have been respectfully, like, and as much as I love Drake and Cole, there have been bad Drake songs. There have been bad J. Cole songs. Kendrick takes his time and does not put out bad music ever. As much as I love Drake, and like I said, Kendrick ain't the number one on my top three. But what I can say about Kendrick is Kendrick has never put out a record I'm like, this fucking sucks. And I cannot say that about the other two guys I love. Kendrick has never put out a song like, wow, this song is garbage. But there have been plenty of times, not plenty, of course, but there have been times I'm like, whether it be Drake, whether it be Cole, whether it be, because let's throw Future in the 4, you know what I'm saying, the big dog, I've been like, wow, this sucks. And I have been there. So that's where the thing is like, Kendrick has never done that to me, where I've listened to something like, wow, this is horrendous.
No, we can
and
agree,
he'll,
disagree there.
I hear
Which
you.
is fair.
But there's never been a point where Kendrick, I'm like, yo, this is hell. There's been a Drake verse. I'm like, okay, I hope no one ever hears this.
Yeah.
And there's been some on 4 hours. And I'm like, yeah, I don't ever want to hear this.
The Drake verse on the Future album, on the second song, bad verse. Can we agree on that?
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Okay.
Yeah, I never
All
want to
right.
hear
I'm
that.
like, yo, that shit
Like
was
literally,
bad.
I never want to hear that verse again. So like, but Kendrick, one thing, the reason Kendrick gets away because Kendrick never does that, and I know he may take a while, but he doesn't do that. So that's why when I say this is his worst product, for him to take this long to give us that, to give us this, it's like, okay, it's not a masterpiece, but this isn't this exactly. Because I'm grading it because everything else to the general public, maybe not to me, maybe not to you, maybe not to anyone here, is a masterpiece. We do not love To Pimp a Butterfly, but bro, the 85% of whether it be critics, the world, and after people took time with, bro, that is like the most expensive vinyl in the world. You know what I'm saying? Like that is because that is a masterpiece. That is a master class of social commentary. Cool. Now to kind of like to Walter's point, because I didn't necessarily agree with everything Walt said either. Mm-hmm. It was kind of a you know, Walter saying he doesn't adhere to you know, making radio hits, whatever. Let's not get it fucked up. Kendrick caters to what's going on. Let's not like Kendrick ain't like Kendrick is not lost as to what music sounds like. That's you know, his social commentary on relationships on that album isn't by accident. Let's not think Kendrick is the, you know what I mean, like
That's why Blast is on that project.
The Heart Part 5
Yeah.
is social commentary.
Yes.
Yes, it's deep in how he's speaking about it because that's his talent. That's who he is. He's the best at
Okay.
that. But let's not act like he didn't use current events to depict his point. That's just what it is.
But my point was in the message, not the sound. Like even the song where it's him and that girl arguing, that could have been made into a regular sounding melody song, but he chose to do it in almost a
But that's not who Kendrick is. So that probably wouldn't have even gone off well. Like Kendrick is Kendrick. Like Kendrick doesn't. Kendrick sells more than anyone. Let's not pretend Kendrick is some underground rapper. Kendrick sells 1 million albums a week. So Kendrick doesn't have to change anything. He's Kendrick
Can you
Lamar.
search up the first week projections? Because I'm just curious.
I think it was over 550.
That's how much?
But I could be wrong.
I'm sure it's high. I just want to know. I didn't see anyone
I
talk
think
about
it's 550. But it's not like Kendrick is some regular ass nigga that has to. Kendrick can breathe on a record and we move. So we don't pretend. Let's not like Kendrick's also 5 albums in. So Kendrick doesn't have to do anything for anybody. You know what I mean?
it. Yeah.
So we're not gonna like. Kendrick's not on this moral musical high ground right now. When he's making Kendrick can do whatever the fuck he decides to do. For him, that's why this album is for him. It's not for us. This album isn't for us. Kendrick can do whatever the fuck he wants when he wants to do it. He doesn't have to do anything to sell records. Kendrick did not promote this album at all. He said, yeah, it's coming out the 13th on a random tweet. Yes, that's promotion, but Kendrick don't have to do the extra shit. Kendrick and Drake and Cole don't do interviews. They don't do any of that shit. They are above that. And once we accept that, it's going to be a different conversation. Like, these guys don't have to market or promote. They don't do any of that shit. You know what they do? Their promotion is, I'm going to rap a week ahead, and that's it. The Hard Part 5 was his promotion. It's not on the album. That was a preview. Album's out.
Yeah.
That's it.
I think that's to Derek's point though, where we give him a grace because of his brand and because of
We give him a grace because of his music.
Yeah. But also because
Kendrick
his music has made him a figure in society.
Because it's good.
Yes, I'm saying.
Because
yeah.
No, not because
It's his brand.
Because it's the
It's
best.
both. It's his brand. Too.
It's well
What is Kendrick's brand?
deserved.
What is Kendrick's brand?
mysterious.
Yeah, mysterious. Hell yeah. I'm gonna post a pic with a phone and in the back and shit like.
Y'all niggas
and
never,
it just-
y'all niggas never acted mysterious and y'all just got ignored anyway.
Not Kendrick level. Not Kendrick level mysterious.
Yeah,
Y'all never just stood in the club and thought, "Ooh, these girls think I'm lit in the back," and
I
then they
understand
like
that.
no one
And-
ever came.
No.
And it was,
That's crazy. That's crazy.
and niggas ignored you anyway. It's like,
That's
oh, damn,
wild.
I'm not mysterious. I'm just a loser.
Yeah. That's
I'm
crazy.
saying that's part of his brand. Like he puts
Yeah,
up a candle.
yeah.
Yo, bro, if Jordan Lucas was mysterious,
up
we
a
wouldn't give a
candle.
fuck. Cut it out.
A candle.
Because to speak.
A woman giving birth in their PF leg.
Yeah.
And everybody loves it. Like
Yo, because that Kendrick has a brand. His brand is mysterious
Hell
in the
yeah,
in the
bro.
shadows.
And
no one
deep
knows
in
anything
shit.
going on. 'Cause
Kendrick is one of the and also
this
there
is
is another reason why Kendrick is
J. Cole was in that same boat, but then J. Cole got more active on social media.
No. See, this is what it is. With Cole and Kendrick, and why people give Kendrick the up and up. People just love Kendrick because his music was that good. That's like in the reality of life, like Cole had the Jay-Z cosign. Wayne had the Drake had the Wayne cosign. Punch was a big figure on the West, of course. But he wasn't those guys. And Kendrick was good because he rapped really well.
Yeah.
And he rapped better than everyone. I think we have to stop the one thing we have to stop doing when we talk about Kendrick raps better than everybody most of the time. When Kendrick feels like it, no one wants to rap with him, and that's the reality of the situation. Can they? Yes, but people don't want to. They don't want to poke the bear, and we've seen it a couple times when Kendrick has decided, hey, I'm gonna show you niggas not to play with me, and these guys leave him alone. They do. That's a fact. They leave him alone, bro.
I don't think everyone has, but
Niggas do, Drake can jab Kendrick.
Drake dropped the whole song called "The Language" about Kendrick.
He didn't say Kendrick name. When Kendrick decided I want to rap, he said him, Drake, Sean, and all them niggas. Like, he says it. And he's begging for you niggas to like, for real. It seems like Kendrick is begging for y'all. And people don't want to play with him, and that's just the truth of it. He does, he said Drake's name again on this album. And Kanye, he's like, bro, if you niggas want to play, I'm telling you, he even said, I'm so competitive. when it comes to this shit. I think people don't want to bother Kendrick, and that's the difference too. People don't want to play with him. And everyone knows Kendrick is a different type of rapper, guy. Like, that's what we have to stop forgetting, bro. That's why Kendrick is also like, all right, bro, relax.
I think Kendrick could just do no wrong in society's eyes.
Because he's done no wrong. That's a fact. Yo, bro, there's no bad Kendrick music, bro. Like, I know, you know what there is? Even if you debate it, there's going to be a heavy tone like, bro, what was bad about this? Like, there's no bad Kendrick music out.
Wasn't he on the Taylor Swift song?
Huh? Was he?
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
He was on Bad Blood remix, I think it was called.
And didn't that sell
What's Taylor Swift?
500 million? Oh, sure.
That's Taylor Swift.
But
like,
I don't like.
He's had his moments, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, it just gets overlooked.
Barely. He don't leave his house. Nigga don't leave the crib. What moments? You know what I mean? I think in reality, bro, there is no. I don't prefer Kendrick because it's like if you shoot 5 shots and you're 5 for 5, I'm not gonna give you the nigga that takes 25 shots a game. I'm gonna prefer him, even if he's 18 for 25. You know what I mean? But Kendrick don't have bad music out. That's the one thing. He don't have none. He really don't, bro. Kendrick has. I won't say bad. Let's remove bad music. Kendrick don't got no bullshit out. That's one thing Kendrick don't got no records like, oh, this is some bullshit. He don't have none of that. Kendrick doesn't waste a bar and he doesn't waste his breath. We can't say that about our favorite artist. Plenty of our favorite artists have wasted their time, breath, our time. All right, bro, we didn't need this. You know what I mean? And that's one thing that a lot of people, no artists have. Every other artist I know in my entire life has wasted their breath, including Jay. Kendrick don't. Anytime it's time for him to rap, he does it. And I think that if this is the album where he's like, this is the album where we're like, it's okay. It's not a masterpiece. It's all right. I will openly say, though, I do prefer the big three. Everybody came out this year, right?
Or within the last year. Within like a 365-day
within
window.
a year. I do prefer the other 2 albums to listen to, for sure. But that doesn't take away from how good Kendrick has always been. He will always be. And if this is it, because the way he's rapping, he's like, yeah, I'm good. I'm cool. I'm tired of this shit. I don't need this shit. I want to focus on building other artists and PF Lang and shit. He's given us everything he's needed to. But we're not going to pretend like all Kendrick does is rap about black shit, and that's it. Kendrick raps better than everyone, period, most of the time. Let's not pretend like all Kendrick does is put his fist up, rap, and no. Kendrick raps. When he decides to rap at a nigga, niggas don't bother him. Control, niggas don't bother him. When he did the BC Cypher and he told Drake stop being a pussy and claps his hand, no, everyone leaves him alone. We're not going to pretend all Kendrick does is rap about Black Lives Matter and them niggas stealing money, and that's it. No. Kendrick does all of it. Kendrick does everything. He fits every box, to me. Except he just takes 10 years to put music out. That's why I prefer Cole and Drake, because it's harder to do what they do as opposed to what he does. He had writer's block. Respectfully, I don't care. That part I didn't give a fuck about. I don't care. I don't want to hear none of that shit. I don't give a fuck. You have writer's block. You think these other niggas don't go through that? So I don't give a fuck. That's why I agree with you on. You think those guys don't go through that because they go to the club? Well, Drake goes to the club sometimes. You think he doesn't have trouble writing? You think J. Cole never leaves his house? And J. Cole got kids too. You think he don't got to go through that? Why? I agree with you there. Why do we give a fuck that Kendrick had writer's block? I don't give a fuck. Everyone goes through that. It's because we like Kendrick. Yes, that is where I agree with you. But I do not give a fuck that Kendrick couldn't write for 2 years. That means nothing to me. Also, yes, Kendrick, you went to therapy. Great, my nigga. Welcome to the club, bro. Cool. Great. Sounds good. Wonderful. That doesn't, you know what I mean? That's why I had to separate what was actually going on with the album as opposed to what the sound of the album was. And yeah, that's it. So
It wraps up the music for the last 3 weeks or 4 weeks.
Wraps up the last month of music.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Amazing takes.
That's all I got.
What else we got?
I think just
Yeah, that was all we got. I think I don't really got nothing else here.
yeah.
That was great.
Yeah.
Sports, the Suns suck.
Yeah.
And they got their ass whooped. No, not Suns. It's Luka Magic.
Yeah, the Suns got smoked. That
But-
was crazy.
Y'all have seen Patrick Beverly's media run.
Nah, I didn't. I heard what he said though, but
I think it's
Pat
corny.
Bev is Pat Bev.
I think it's corny.
Oh no,
That's
it-
his MO.
You don't think it is corny?
That's his MO.
That shit is corny.
That's his MO.
Like,
yeah.
it's corny. It's
He's trying to get a
nasty.
job on SportsCenter.
It's
Nah,
nasty.
he
And
1,000%
it's nasty.
is.
Like, on top of that, he's only doing that because he know like Chris Paul won't respond.
It's wild.
He's only that because Chris Paul won't. Because it's like Chris Paul gonna be like, why do I give a fuck?
Word. I'm on
Yeah.
Cancun right now, bro. Leave me alone.
And like I'm 3 times as rich as you. I'm way better than you. Like
endorsements.
yeah, like I'm way better than you too. Like who the
Fucking most
fuck
they pay
cares?
me, bro. Like, leave me
Yeah,
alone,
like
bro.
why am I having a conversation with you?
And my team is better than you.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
you got lost in the first round. So I think it was nasty, it was cringy too, and I hate when ESPN does shit like this because they brought him on the next day and it's like doesn't have the same effect because no one gives a fuck anymore.
Word.
So it's like you're chasing this, like Stephen A. Man, you gotta stop. You gotta stop because First Take is his show. So at a point, bro, like you gotta stop. I know.
I'm tired of skipping stuff. I'm tired of them. I'm sorry. I'm gonna really say I could care less like if they like got hit by a car. It's just so
Nigga
annoying.
kicking it with Amber. Kicking it
I'm
with
so
Amber.
tired of them, bro.
What?
They're so toxic.
Nigga
and
said
so
manslaughter.
annoying.
I'm okay with that. He deserves it.
Joe is very extreme.
Amber's wild. Amber and Dro.
Tired of it, bro.
That's crazy.
Why couldn't you just get fired?
Yeah.
Nah, bro.
Joe
Fire-
is just an
fire
extreme.
is
Second
not
degree
enough,
manslaughter.
bro.
You deserve it.
Fire is not
That's
enough.
crazy, bro. That's so crazy.
But yeah,
Oh yeah, did you see the Celtics get smoked yesterday?
Yeah, that shit was wild.
It was he was down like 5, and then
Yeah.
I watched that whole game.
Well,
The
third quarter was
as
like,
it,
what
as
the
it's
fuck?
Friday, you mean because that would be yesterday,
Day.
whatever
As in
day that was.
Tuesday.
Monday,
Tuesday.
Tuesday,
Tuesday's
yeah.
game.
Nah, the Celtics
Tuesday's
won.
game.
Tuesday's game.
He went crazy. Jimmy Butler went crazy that second half.
I'm saying.
Niggas with braids.
Great.
Niggas with braids. I tell you.
Yo, fucking this is just news right now. So apparently, Facebook, there was a settlement check. There's been settlement checks being sent to Chicago and to Illinois residents because apparently Facebook was violating and using face recognition technology 2 years ago.
I need one of those.
And
Checks.
apparently, a lot of residents in Illinois is getting $397 each
Wow.
because of the settlement. Shit
Wait,
is-
only $397?
only because I mean the whole thing together and they got to like
Oh,
divide it.
So
Damn, that's
so
fucked
so that means that you got my face and all my information. You give me $400 to let
Just
you
hush.
let you
Yeah.
have my
That's
life.
fucked up.
Yeah,
Hush money.
yeah. And I'm just like, wow. I mean, it just popped up, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like,
Speaking of, have you guys seen Our Father on Netflix?
yo,
I haven't yet.
You saw it.
son.
I haven't.
That is fucking
What?
insane.
I know
Yo,
what it's about, but I haven't
that's
watched
some
it yet.
Amber Heard shit in the bed craziness right there, bro. That everyone who's listening, please watch Our Father.
Please watch Our Father
What
on Netflix.
the fuck, bro?
So,
like
yeah.
the term niggas ain't shit is crazy. That just like it's on another plateau.
The white
Niggas-
man ain't shit.
Wiggers ain't shit type like shit like like I don't know.
Okay, bleep that out. I don't know how, but just like I don't know.
That's because of some alarm.
Yeah, that's gonna sound some type of
algorithm like malfunction.
something's out malfunctioning off of that.
Yo, that doctor is wild, bro.
Nigga said wig.
I mean, listen, from the preview, you'll know what it is. So, but we pretty much it's there's a doctor in a small town.
In Indiana,
He's the only Indiana. He's the only fertility doctor. So every woman in the town goes to him that is having fertility issues. So
This is in the 70s too, just to give a little.
yeah,
not to spoil
this,
and everything, but
this happened in he was doing this in the 70s. So most of the kids are now in their 30s to 40s. Well, it went 70s to the 80s, 30s to 40s, and so pretty much instead of using donor sperm, he would just use his own sperm to inseminate the women.
yes, bro.
And so the woman would be sitting in the room. He would go to the other room,
Go to his office and
masturbate in a
back.
cup, and then just inseminate these women. And he has done this to over 94 women and counting.
94, bro.
Yeah, I remember we described like what it was to be about. I'm gonna watch. Is it a series?
It's a,
No, it's just
it's a 1 hour
movie?
something.
1 hour special.
Yeah.
It's only 1 hour.
1 hour
Only 1
special.
hour.
Oh,
What the
And
fuck?
it is nuts. And
It's just fucking
It's crazy, and all the
wild.
siblings meet, and it's nuts because,
Wow.
and the worst part about it is, he has like a horrible health. So like everyone has an autoimmune disease, and like if you're a sperm donor, you can't have any health issues to donate. He said, "Fuck that." All his chronic illnesses have been passed on to all his kids and the grandkids. Like it sucks. And there's some people that may have been kissing their brothers. It's nuts in there.
It's just you gotta watch it.
For-
It's just wild, bro. It's just
Yeah.
straight up just wild.
So go watch Our Father. I did not spoil it, how it ends or what actually happens. That's just the crux of it. So go ahead, go watch it. That is it for me. Does anybody have anything else before we get the fuck out of here?
No, pretty good, honestly.
That's
This week, my closing words are: keep going. Enjoy the life you have as we have it right now, because anything can happen. Please just take time to appreciate life. And that's that. Those are my closing words, gentlemen.
Closing remarks are just do your research. I was a little distracted. I'm on Elon Musk's Twitter right now, and he reposted an article saying that Exxon was voted the top 10 most environmentally friendly companies. Like it's called and I know it's technical shit, but it's called a ESG score. And the fact that Exxon, which is a gas company, has been put in the top 10 most environmentally friendly companies is insane. Like, just do your research. Please don't take things at surface value. We're at a point where a tweet, I'm just in my e-commerce bag, but a tweet about Costco raising the price of their hot dog caused the price of the stock to drop 20% in one day. Like, what the fuck?
Yo,
It was a meme. It wasn't even a true
y'all
stat.
getting crazy with the glizzies.
Like, it said, it was a meme account that tweeted out that Costco's raising the price of their hot dogs from
glizzy.
$1 to $2, and it dropped the price of the stock 20% in one day. So, like,
I know the white people were like, glizzies? Nah, that's it. That's it.
just please do your
Not my
research.
glizzies.
Don't read headlines and turn it into stories. Everything being put out there may not be fully factual. So just do your research, please. And we love you. We got a lot of cool shit on the way. You feel me? And don't eat glizzies. I don't care what season it is. Glizzies are never acceptable.
My closing remarks was just take your allergy medicine if it's hitting you like a ton of bricks, because it's tough out here right now with this pollen.
Pollen wallen.
Dro.
Do yourself a service and worry about yourself.
Stop pocket watching. No, I'm kidding. I don't know. That's what you were talking about. But
No, I mean, yeah, don't pocket watch too, but just like focus on yourself. Try not to fix everyone or everything. Like, just do you, and everything will work out. Yeah. That's it.
on that note, we are out of here.
Yeah, thank you guys for listening. Keep liking, subscribing, all the good stuff you guys do. IMG Plays on Twitter, Imaginary Plays NYC on Instagram. YouTube every Monday, Imaginary Plays Podcast on YouTube. Thank you guys. Love you guys. Be out of here.